Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots. Thank you for joining us for another motherfucking week. We really appreciate it. I always feel good when I get in front of the microphone and talk and just curse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, I do morning radio every morning on the Breakfast Club. But, it's like when you can just come in here and just speak freely and just say fuck if you feel like saying fuck. Because sometimes there's no other words that I can fucking, use
You have a good
to
fake
express
fuck.
What I'm saying.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
A fake fuck? What's
like
that?
when you say a curse word on air, but you don't say it.
Oh, yeah.
You get away with kind of saying fuck without saying fuck.
Yeah.
Like, can you say it?
Fuck.
No, like you're like, what the
Oh yeah, I do that. I'd be like, I say F.
You say
shut the F up forever.
Yeah. Or like sometimes or maybe it's not fuck, maybe it's another word, but I've heard you say it and I'll be like, I know he kind of said that word, but he didn't really say it enough.
Even when you say nigga on the radio, I gotta be like, nigga, please.
Oh, you
gotta turn away from the mic, like nigga, please.
So you can't give the mic a full N word.
You can,
you gotta give a faded.
Exactly.
You gotta fade it away.
Nigga, please. Well, this show is sponsored by Nature Box. Yeah. Nature Box ships great tasting, wholesome snacks right to your door. You know Nature Box got TV commercials now?
I saw that.
And people tweet us and they be like, oh, I just saw Nature Box on TV.
Who hit it first? Who hit that Nature Box first?
I feel like we are the reasons that Nature Box is able to spend money on television.
That's true.
Okay? Forget the vending machine and start snacking smarter with wholesome, delicious treats like dark cocoa almonds. Our favorites are the peanut butter nom-noms.
Yeah.
Support this podcast by ordering a free Nature Box sampler box at naturebox.com/idiots. That's right. Free Nature Box snacks are found at naturebox.com/idiots. You really need to go take advantage of that offer while it lasts, because now that they're doing TV ads, they're not going to be able to afford to give away so much free product.
Yeah, they're paying a lot of money. Way more money for TV than they're paying us, man. Part of that food that they've been sending to you is the budget that they've been saving on these ads that we're doing.
Absolutely.
Because realistically, they're not paying us that much money. They basically pay us in Santa Fe corn sticks. Say what? Oh, yeah.
We'll be back to tell you about
we're going to tell you all about the pay scale from Nature Box in a minute.
Chris is like, save it for the mid. You got to advertise that more than once in this show, so relax. All right, where do we start? The Grammys.
You were at the Grammys.
I was in L.A. I had to go to L.A. because I went on Monday. I actually flew out there Sunday. Stayed in the hotel room all day Sunday. I watched the Grammys with our homegirl, Ricky Martinez.
Hold on. Titties?
Ricky Titties? Yeah, me and Ricky watched the Grammys together. And it was so weird because I landed in L.A. while the Grammys were on the East Coast. So everybody was tweeting about it. So I'm turning on the TV trying to find this shit.
Ain't even there yet.
So then I text Ricky and I text Van like, yo, y'all don't get the Grammys in real time? Which is weird because the Grammys happen in L.A. You would think that somebody would be broadcasting it live.
Nah.
And they was like, nah, we got to wait. So Ricky was like, don't look at Twitter. So I didn't look at Twitter, and we stayed up and watched the motherfucking Grammys.
So I thought you were at the Grammys, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
It's that industry shit, man. I don't belong there. That's not where I belong. Like, when you go to those events, you automatically get jaded. If you're a person who's a cultural critic, a person whose job is to, critique these people or give your honest opinion, once you go there and you got to meet these people and you might shake their hand and talk to them, you automatically feel jaded.
So you have to. Now this is interesting. So you're saying you have to distance yourself from these people.
Yes.
So that relationships don't build, and then you feel like you can't give an honest opinion?
Exactly. You're either going to be of the people or of the industry, and anybody that tells you that they're giving an honest opinion when they hang around these motherfuckers all the time is a goddamn lie. They're full of shit. And I tell y'all this all the time. That's the lesson that Wendy Williams taught me. She said you're either going to be of the people or of the industry, because when you're around these people, you're not going to give your honest opinion about them. It's ridiculous.
No, I feel that way.
And see, I'm the type of person, when somebody confronts me, I want to be able to say the same thing that I've been saying on the radio or on a podcast or on a Vlad TV video to your face. The same thing I said about you, I'm going to say to you. It's hard to do that when I'm around you all the time, 366. I'm going to be thinking, I'm going to see him next week, so I don't want to.
And also, you're homies now. You might actually like this person
exactly.
as an individual. And that shit does jade you, because I know I like who likes me, right? So the second I'm fucking with somebody and they really like what I do and all of a sudden we're cool and we're homies, and then somebody asks me, oh, what do you think of blah, blah, blah as a comedian? I'm like, well, he likes me. He's a fucking great comedian.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with being a great comedian at all.
Absolutely.
But if I don't know Louis C.K. at all whatsoever, we've never had an interaction, I could give you an honest opinion on his music. So wow, so you'll actually not be friends, but you have friends in the industry.
I mean, I do, but they've come from organic.
So that's after you already fuck with them. You're like, I could be a friend of yours because I'm already fucking with
you. But you know what? Some people accept that. Like for example, Timberland.
Yeah.
Timberland has become a very good friend of mine, and I use that word friend.
Yeah.
And we've developed that relationship based off he hears things I say, he hears things I've said about him or his artist, whatever. And it's never been anything bad. It's just honest critique. And some people want that. And when we're around each other, we give it to each other. He gives me honest critique about what I do. I give him honest critique about what he does.
What is something that you guys exchange? Like what's something you said about Timberland's talent, and what's something he said about you?
To be honest, I haven't said anything about Timberland's talent. Maybe his rapping ability, his production is amazing.
No, I meant like the talent he has under him, like the people he's producing.
Oh
for.
Yeah. I've been calling Magoo whack for the longest. Is
Magoo still here?
Yeah. Magoo actually makes a lot of money
off of ringtones or some
real
shit.
estate.
Really?
Yeah, he took his money and he invested and bought a bunch of land in Virginia and houses and shit, and he makes a lot of money off real estate. But I've never met Magoo.
Okay.
But Magoo doesn't enjoy my critique of him.
Okay.
So that was something me and Tim had a conversation about. I mean, that's it, really.
What about Tim? What did he say to you?
He just tells me, like, he feels like I can continue to grow and evolve. And he always says he sees me being like, they say, the Black Howard Stern, man, forget being the Black Howard Stern. Be bigger than that. You can be bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like he tells me that kind of stuff, and he tells me ways to do it. Like he doesn't agree with me. Like when me and Nikki had our little issue, he was like, yo, if that was your people, you could have called her or you could have texted her.
But that's not what your lane is.
That goes back to what I was just saying.
Yeah,
you develop relationships with these people.
Yeah.
And they get upset when you get on the radio and speak your true opinion, and they're like, I thought that was my man. I am your man. So if I'm your man, pick up the phone and call me. Don't say that over the air. And it's like, you know what? I'd rather be over here with the people than be over here with you industry folk.
Yo, it's lonely.
It's lonely.
People don't realize this shit.
It's really not lonely, though.
Nah, there is a loneliness. Like, I've thought about this before. There's a you're not lonely because you have the people, right?
Yeah.
You're not lonely you have the people, but it is lonely because the people that probably can relate to your lifestyle the most.
Yeah. The people that are supposed to be your peers.
Are your peers, right?
Your
peers are like the Nickies, are these people who are in the game and understand maybe what it's like when people are coming at you, maybe people harassing you, maybe people trying to have your fucking kid and shit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like some guy that works as like a mailman, right, doesn't understand maybe the things that you have to go through, right? So, but when you have to criticize, not have to, but when that's the choice that you make, that you're going to be critical and be honest about your opinions on these people, you kind of alienate yourself a little bit from some of them. Absolutely. And then there is a loneliness to that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, you have the people, you have everybody, you have the millions, but on some level, they might not really understand your turmoil.
You know what? I don't know if, I understand what you're saying. I don't know if it's a loneliness. No, I don't feel that. The only reason I don't feel that is because I got a real circle around me. You know what I'm saying? I have real people who I talk to.
You from the beginning.
From the beginning. It's like we look at these motherfuckers and laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this stupid motherfucker. Look at this jokey ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Wax will be like, did you see this motherfucker Mace try to run up on you with some goddamn blue contacts in a fucking dress? Who the fuck this clown think he is? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny to us.
Mace has blue contacts?
He did that day. Unless the light hit his eyes and he got the shit going on.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, the Grammys were on. So yeah, we watched the Grammys, and I was also out there because I was with I did TMZ Live this week.
How was it?
It was dope.
I saw the pic of you on there.
Yeah,
I saw people hating on Twitter saying that you're whitewashed because you're on TMZ.
Oh yeah, because Harvey was behind me with his hands on my shoulders, and they was like, "There you go, getting fucked by the white man as usual, taking it up the ass by the white man." You know, it's like, God damn, it's just a fucking picture. Never mind Black Charles with the dreadlocks standing right there by me. It's like, Jesus Christ.
They'll find it. They'll find it.
Oh,
they'll find it. Theyll find it.
Then I did Larry King.
I saw that. Why were you with Larry King? I thought he's off the air.
He's got a show, man, called Larry King Now.
Okay.
And it's a 30-minute show. He interviews people.
And he interviewed you.
He interviewed me.
And how was it?
It was fucking intense.
What did he say?
Larry is no joke. Larry is rapid fire with the questions. I think it comes out.
Did he know who you were?
He knew who I was.
Like,
he knew he's coming on the Breakfast Club.
Lying.
I promise you, he's coming on the Breakfast Club next week. Word is born.
Okay.
Larry King will be on the Breakfast Club unless something happens. He's coming on the Breakfast Club next week. He talks about it on the show. He's like, he said it like 3 times during the tape. And I'm doing the Breakfast Club next week. I'm coming on the Breakfast Club next week.
Okay, hold on. So you're on. Does everybody know who Larry King is? I don't know. I hope these kids know who Larry King is.
If you don't, Google him.
Look him up.
He's 81 years old.
He's Wolf Blitzer's dad.
Absolutely. he's 81 years old, and he is so fucking sharp, dog.
Really?
Dog.
All right, so but to put everything in perspective, Larry King is probably maybe the most respected interviewer of
ever.
Right? Would you put that up there?
Who's more esteemed than Larry King?
Charlie Rose.
Charlie Rose, that's his name.
Really? Is Rose
Charlie's
more than
up there.
King?
Charlie and Larry King.
What about the cat who would always go at? He was also a newscaster, but he would always go at Ali. They had a
Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell, maybe.
Howard Cosell's more of an anchor, though.
Okay, fair. All right.
Larry King and Charlie Rose.
Fine. I think King is above Rose, in my personal opinion.
I do too. Charlie,
okay, so you go.
I mean, it's different. Larry King was more pop. Mainstream.
Yeah, Larry King was more pop appeal. Maybe Charlie Rose
was
is like
PBS
presidents
a little
and
bit
shit.
more in depth, but they're the two leading lights.
Okay, so you got this. You're in there with Larry King. Now, when he's interviewing, can you tell that he did his Googles, or could you tell that he actually kind of knew who you were as a human?
But even if he didn't, which I'm pretty sure he probably didn't until they said this guy named Charlemagne. Who the fuck is Charlemagne?
Yeah.
But after he did his research, you could never know. You would never know he didn't know who the fuck I was.
So you felt
That's how
like he
good of
knew
an
you.
interviewer he is. And his questions, he never stops.
Okay, go. Like, what is
Rapid
something
fire.
he hit you with?
It's hardball, softball. So he'll be like, "What's your favorite color?" Are you bleaching your skin? You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait, is that a technique? Is that like an interview technique?
It's hardball softball. He's the king of the hardball softball.
But you'll do that when you interview people? Like, you'll be like, okay.
It's different with me because it's 2 other people in the room.
So you got to deal with what
I
the
can
questions.
do a hardball if I want to.
Because they might throw softball.
Exactly.
Boom. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, no, okay, I'm fascinated by this. All right, so you're in there. He hits you. Does he ask you a bleaching question?
No, he didn't ask me a bleaching question.
What's the question that when you were like, oh, shit, it's real right now?
He, what was it? He asked me about like a history of domestic abuse, violence, and I'm like, "Whoa,
For you?
wait a minute!" Yes, and I'm like, I didn't have a history of domestic abuse. I did one video where I talked about one situation. You know what I'm saying? Where I put hands on a woman. It wasn't like that at all.
And then how did you get out of the question?
I didn't get out of it. We talked about it. Yeah, I don't duck no questions. Like,
He's 81 years old. If he hasn't
81.
hit women, I fucking doubt it. He came from a generation where that's what you did. When the toast was too fucking brown, you hit your wife.
Do you know he marched in Miami on South Beach to integrate the beaches?
Listen.
He marched on...
Wait, hold on. He's Jewish, right? Is he Jewish?
So they could integrate the beaches.
It is true about these small Jewish dudes loving black chicks. I got to tell you, man.
Listen.
He was the first... Fuck Woody Allen. He was the first one who was like, listen, we need some black asses on these fucking beaches.
He marched to integrate the beaches. He talked about it during the interview.
I can see that. I would like some ass on the beach.
Oh, he asked me when was my first kiss. I'm like, yo, nobody remembers that. That's how I remember the first time I had a nut. And he was like, so when was the first time you had a nut? Like,
he
dead
did not
serious.
say
Yes,
that.
he did. This shit is funny as fuck, man.
All right.
Listen, Larry King is no joke. He's 81 years old.
All right, so you did Larry King, you did
Hold
TMZ.
on. I want to ask, what about that tweet that Arsenio sent you after that? I thought that was kind of out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, Arsenio sent a tweet that said he think me and Larry King should do a show together.
That'd be hilarious.
The King and the God. And then Larry King tweeted him back something like, how about the King and the God in the hall? Whatever the fuck. Hey, he's 81.
That's when you got it. That's when you got to tweet him. That's when you just got to tweet him. Fall back, Larry.
Hey, man. It'll be out Friday, though. He is a beast.
All right, that's
and
fucking
he never
sick.
went to college.
Really? They didn't have colleges.
They-
I think that's how long ago he studied at the Library of Alexandria in
And he
Egypt.
felt like I was like offensive to old people. He was like, well, stop. He was like, stop bashing old people.
Age bashing.
And I was like, I'm not. I said, I can't wait to get old. I just want my dick in my
Wow,
brain to
what
work.
were you doing? What were you doing when?
I think it was just a lot of older references. Because it was one time where I said, like, I was like, yeah, that's dope. I think it's dope. And he was like, dope? What is dope? And I said, what did they say in your day? I was like, dope means like good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I hate it when old people are insecure about their fucking age. Shut up, you're old. You don't get it. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Just deal with it. If I say something you don't understand, I'm going to explain it to you.
But long story short, that's what I was in LA for.
That's cool.
We watched the fucking Grammys.
Yeah.
We saw Kanye West being Kanye West.
Yeah.
I thought it was corny.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was funny. When you first rushed the stage when Beck won Album of the Year,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny at first. I laughed. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, that was funny. But then when I saw the after show on E,
Yeah.
and I realized this motherfucker was really serious.
Yeah.
He's out here telling people to respect the art. He said Beck should respect artistry and give Beyonce the award. I'm like, how can Kanye West tell somebody to respect artistry when he never respects anybody's artistry?
Yeah.
Kanye West wants us to respect the artistry that he likes. If he doesn't respect it, then to him it's not to be respected.
Yeah, I think Kanye doesn't realize how subjective music is.
Yes.
Music is not basketball. There's no like, I have 90 points, you have 85 points, and I win.
I agree.
It's, I like this sound, you like that sound. That's what the fuck music
agree.
is. I don't like Kanye's new music. Now, I haven't heard Beck's music, but I don't like Kanye's new music. That has nothing to do with me. It's not nothing about Kanye's personality or anything like that. I can hate an artist and fucking love a song.
Listen, I don't listen to Beck. I thought Beck was a beer up until Sunday
It's
night.
You know what? It still is.
Okay. To me, in my world, Beck is a
still
fucking beer. Okay?
Now you've heard a Beck song. I'm a loser, baby.
Oh, that's Beck?
So why don't you kill me? Yo, Beck has been in the game for years, yo. Beck is, let me tell you something. Beck is probably I'm going to put this out there. Beck is way more musically talented than Beyonce.
Yeah, because he plays instruments.
He plays instruments.
Yeah.
He does all this kind of shit. He writes his own music. He does like 10 times more musically talented than Beyonce. I know I'm going to get tons of hate for this shit, but if you actually respect music, like Kanye's saying.
From a creative standpoint.
standpoint.
Like Stevie Wonder and Beck are peers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. There you go. Yes.
Beyonce and Beck aren't peers.
Exactly. And Kanye and Beck aren't peers.
No, not at all.
Kanye can't fuck with, when it comes to music, he can't do what Beck does.
No.
So for him getting out there is absolutely absurd. Now, I like what you're saying. I like the idea of him just doing a pump fake on the stage. Very funny. But leave it at that, homie. You're likable right there.
Likable.
You're so likable right there. Beck was even into it. But the second you go on and say he should have given the award and you do this fucking Kanye rant and all this other bullshit, you immediately remove likability. Once again, and you make me think that you're kind of an asshole. One, you're kind of an asshole, and two, can you let Jay defend his own woman?
Exactly.
Like, if I'm Jay, I'm furious because if anybody asks me who do you think Beyonce should have won, you can't even sound as passionate about your wife as Kanye is.
Listen, you got to see the Vine. Did you see the Vine of Jay-Z, Tata, and Beyonce while Kanye was
Yeah, where Jay
Man,
went,
that shit was so funny. Tata's like, oh shit, and Jay's like, no, not
again.
Listen, this is my thing with Kanye, man. My thing with Kanye is, number one, stop telling people to respect the artistry if you don't respect other people's art.
What's so artistic about Beyonce's music? Okay, all right, we're gonna go. Sorry,
and number two, just shut the fuck up sometime. Like, you was going on a great path. You're a husband now. You got a nice, beautiful little baby. Like you said, you was going on that stage. You was about to be likable. And then you just ruin it at the end of the motherfucking night. And you know what else I hate? The same shit we talked about last week when it came to the Grammys. Why are you constantly venting about what the Grammys are not doing? If you don't like the Grammys, don't motherfucking go. Why do you need the Grammys to validate who the fuck you are as an artist? You know who I thought had the album of the year?
Go.
Sam Smith. I've been saying I thought Sam Smith was gonna win that shit.
Yeah.
Verbatim. I'm saying that for 2 weeks. I love In the Lonely Hour. I love Beyonce album too. I love Ed Sheeran album. Guess what? I still love those albums.
Yeah.
I don't think they're whack now because they didn't win a Grammy. I don't think Beck's album is better. I'm still not listening to Beck.
Yeah, good point.
I will drink a Beck's while still listening to Beyonce, Sam Smith, and Ed Sheeran.
I will say this shit. I had no interest in listening to that album that Beck put out until Kanye said they should have won.
Don't say
and
that.
now I'm going to listen to that fucking album.
I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't say that.
He did get a cosign right there. I will be honest.
He did, but I'm going to tell you why. Because Kanye West was on Ryan Seacrest and he said something to the point of, he does things like that, and then people sell more albums than
shut
never
the
sold.
fuck up, Kanye.
And
Stop it. Don't take
bring
credit
attention
for it.
to people who didn't get attention. You could tell he listens to Black Twitter. He thinks nobody knew who the fuck Taylor Swift was until he went up there and interrupted.
Oh, he believes his own hype.
Oh,
Absolutely.
he believes his own hype.
He believes his own hype.
First of all, this is what I tell people. Taylor Swift, whenever Kanye is doing this to people, he's not doing this to no-name motherfuckers. He's doing this while these people are winning awards. Okay? These people are already getting their recognition, Kanye.
Yeah.
They're already getting their validation from America when you're interrupting them, okay?
Yeah.
So you're not making more people listen to these motherfuckers.
I mean, he is. Because I'm going to listen to that album. I would have never listened to that album, but I'm going to give it a listen.
Listen, even Kanye West can't even make me listen to Beck.
Listen.
And
he did. He made me, yo.
Kanye couldn't make me listen to Taylor either. You know what made me listen to Taylor? Taylor's good music.
That's true.
Taylor got joints.
That's
like,
true. No, I didn't listen to Taylor, but with Kanye, because I want to listen to Beck because I want to prove Kanye wrong, not him right. Like I'm listening, I want to listen to that Beck album because I want it to be good, so I can listen to the Beyonce album and be like, no, this should have won. This was a better album. It's because I don't like, in the same way that people watch Floyd to watch him lose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that Beck album so Kanye loses.
You know what's so crazy? I haven't told you about the time we was at MTV, right? Me and Duvall was up there. This was like 5 years ago, maybe 6. And everybody's going crazy for this little girl. And we're like, yo, who the fuck is that? And this executive MTV, she was an exec RPA. She goes, you don't know who Taylor Swift is? And Duvall gets offended and goes, do you know who the fuck Gucci Man is?
I thought he was going to say Gucci.
What about Waka Flocka? Do you know Flocka? She's like, no. He goes, exactly. And walks off, and she's like, what does he mean? Exactly. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Well, I think the difference is Taylor Swift probably sold about 50 times more albums than Waka Flocka. But
the Gucci Man would have to put his jail time up against Taylor Swift's album sales to compete as far as numbers is concerned, man.
I have a question about Beyonce, and I'm thinking about, and I know this is going to give all the fucking Beehive is going to be all upset about this, but whatever. I'm literally thinking about this whole situation where Kanye was saying, oh, you got to respect artistry and what goes on. And I'm thinking about Beyonce, and I'm like, is she that good?
Absolutely.
But now here's the thing, and I'm like going through it. I'm like, I don't think she's that good a singer. I don't think she's
great singer.
I don't think she's that good a dancer.
An amazing
no,
dancer.
She's not fucking with Sierra at dancing, not even coming close. She's not fucking with Janet Jackson at dancing, not coming close.
Squash Janet.
Singing, she's not coming close to Adele. She's not coming close. She's good. She's like in and out. She's good she's good. And here's the thing about
Beyonce. Beyonce's peer is?
Real quick. Okay. Here's the thing about Beyonce. You know In-N-Out Burgers, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing, and all social classes accept it. You could take In-N-Out into a fancy-ass hotel, and nobody's going to judge you. You take some Wendy's into a fancy-ass fucking hotel, and people might be like, the fuck is this riffraff coming into a hotel?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, everybody from every social class likes Beyonce. And I think Beyonce is the amazingness of Beyonce. And I was talking to my girl, and she brought this up to me. The amazingness of Beyonce is her ability to be sexy, motherly, God-fearing, have zero negative publicity surrounding her whatsoever, all at the same time.
But these are all layers, though. Like, these are all things that have come over time. Because you got to remember, she started with Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
In a group.
Yeah.
They first started getting recognition because they just started writing great records. It started with the No shit. Like,
sure.
Like, so #1 singles. Then she left Destiny's Child, had a successful career as a solo artist. She dabbled in acting for a while. Then the mother stuff came. And she did everything right. She got married, then had a baby.
But look, how does she have no detractors? There isn't even a faction of people out there that are saying, she's not as good as she really is.
Oh yeah.
I don't hear these people.
Oh no.
And they're not loud.
No, Beyonce. Yes, they are.
Beyonce
got super haters.
Who?
Just regular people, just like anybody else.
Name somebody who's come out in an interview and said something bad about Beyonce. I think I might be
Carrie Hilson. That's why Carrie Hilson has no career now.
Carrie Hilson, the girl that dressed up in the caution tape.
Yes, Carrie Hilson came out. I don't even remember what the exact line was. The Beehive destroys her to this day. It's like every year Carrie has to put out a PSA like, would you leave me alone? I said one thing. Could you let me be?
I'm just saying. I think Beyonce is amazing. I think she's really pretty.
You know who her peer is? Like how we said Beck and Stevie Wonder peer. Yeah. Beyonce's peer is Michael Jackson.
No way, Beyonce.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No, all right. I'm gonna let you go.
Diana Ross would be a better comparison.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Michael had a lot of writing help. A lot of writing help.
Okay.
Michael could perform. That's what he was known for. Michael was a great performer. Michael wasn't the best singer of his time.
No, Michael could sing his ass off.
He could sing his ass off. So can Beyonce, but he wasn't the best of his time.
Michael could sing his ass off.
He wasn't the best of his time.
He was up there. Michael was top.
I mean, Beyonce's up there, but she's
she's not.
Beyonce
has a low voice. Beyonce talks like wax.
Did y'all hear Beyonce sing the Glory song Selma the other day?
No.
Exactly. She can. Beyonce is one of the few people that can go from doing ballads, the up-tempo club stuff.
Beyonce voices over like 3 characters on Grand Theft Auto.
Huh? No. Listen, Beyonce and Michael Jackson are the same. They're peers. They're peers.
No,
period. Yes, they are.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from this, but I honestly and look,
Michael didn't produce.
Look, a lot of these songs are really catchy and I think they're really great, but the amount of love that I think Beyonce gets comes from the other things that she's managed to do, which is balance. Like she can talk, and my girl brought this up to me. She could talk about loving God and being God-fearing in one song, and then the next song talk about riding Jay-Z's dick and gets zero negative flack.
She's married.
Zero, but don't matter.
And Bill O'Reilly is her biggest detractor at this point.
Yeah, but none of her fans are watching Bill O'Reilly.
Mike Huckabee don't count. Mike Huckabee said that on O'Reilly though.
But none of his fans, and I love.
But you know why
O'Reilly,
why they get so pissed off at Beyonce?
Yeah,
because their kids love Beyonce.
Everybody loves Beyonce. Everybody
love Beyonce.
She's in and out.
They look at her and they be like, "Okay, who is this black girl that y'all love so much?" So they like, "Well, that's Beyonce. Beyonce. What about her? She's married to Jay-Z. Oh, the former drug dealer Jay-Z, huh? Oh, look how she's grinding in that video. But Dad, she's married. Like that's her husband." I don't care. It's wrong.
Yeah, I don't agree with that logic whatsoever because she married him not when he was a drug dealer, when he was reformed and was a legitimate businessman.
I think Beyonce is by far, it's not even close, the greatest talent of this generation.
Dude.
Who's better than Beyonce all around? All around skill level.
Mills.
Shut up. All around skill level. Singing, dancing,
Wayne
performing.
Brady.
Who's better?
All around skills, sing, dance, perform.
Who's better?
Chris Brown.
Chris, you know what? Chris is up there. Chris could have been up there.
In terms of all-around skills, fighting included, Chris Brown.
No doubt. That's a great example. I'm going to tell you why that's a great example. And that kind of proves your girl's point. Chris doesn't have none of the other intangibles that Beyonce has to be likable.
Exactly. Beyonce's fucking, literally, I can't think of any scandal attached to Beyonce in 20 years.
Listen, I say that all the time. I say Chris should be the male Beyonce. What Beyonce is to this generation, Chris should be that on the other side.
You know, but Beyonce's smart enough when that fight broke out in the elevator, just chill.
Let me chill the fuck out.
I'm chilling.
But that's who she is.
Chris
though.
Don't have that chill.
Listen, I can honestly say if you've ever been around any of Beyonce's people, like whether Kelly Rowland, Michelle, like her cousin Angie, they're cool people. So you can't be in a circle like that and not be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with Hov. Hov is a cool dude.
No,
like
dude,
a genuine, cool guy.
I'm not saying she's not incredibly talented, and I'm a fan for music. I like her, but I've never seen obsession about a human being across all social structures.
You know why? Because we didn't grow up in the Michael Jackson era. Michael used to have people faint at his shows.
Yo, you're right.
Like, do you know that's the bar for artists now?
Is fainting.
Artists are like, I need her to faint.
I need her
because of Michael's fan base. Fainting.
If someone's crying and shaking, they'd be like, really, bitch?
That ain't it.
I thought you loved me.
Pass out when you see me. You know what I'm saying?
Hit your head on the marble floor, bitch.
Somebody needs to pick this bitch up and make sure she's all right. Okay? I need to be able to stop my show and say, is she okay?
I need someone out here, clear, boom, and hit her in the chest.
Michael, I guarantee, and you're not going to see the impact of Beyonce until she passes, which we hope is not for a long, long time.
Yeah.
She'll probably be the only artist that stops the world the way Michael Jackson did.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. When I see her perform, and I thought she did an amazing job in the Super Bowl, and I was like blown away. And
Best Super Bowl performance ever.
No.
Her and Prince.
Mike
was okay.
Mike.
And you know what made me say that? After the Katy Perry one, I had a big argument with somebody.
Okay.
Actually, Timberland, because he was saying Katy Perry had the best one ever, and I was like,
I thought Katy Perry's was really good.
Visually,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think they did like what Late Night did with Jimmy Fallon. They worked to Katie's strengths, right? They know Katie can't dance, so they're going to make a lot of cool shit happen.
Put her on a big-ass lion.
Which was hot.
It was
that
dope.
shit was hot.
Listen, it was amazing visually.
But back to what we're saying.
Let's be clear. When somebody comes out on your show and gets more hype, Missy Elliott.
Oh, that was brilliant.
She killed Katie.
But I think it's smart of Katie to understand she needs that. Like, to not put ego out there. To go, I'm gonna need this, and to have Missy come out and fucking destroy. Holy shit!
Listen, Missy's album sales went up 2,500%.
I think that they went from 0 to 2,500.
It was actually like 600. Right? No, it was like 6,000. No. Her single sales were like 6,000 to like in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I definitely see
after
that.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I mean, visually, but performance-wise,
I thought Beyonce was amazing. I loved the performance, and it was so awesome. But in terms of moving me as a performer, I'll be honest, I'm more moved by, I'll be honest with you, fucking Bruno Mars than I am by Beyonce. I am.
Beyonce killed Bruno. I mean,
I am.
After that, I went and watched Beyonce. I watched Michael Jackson, and I watched Prince. Beyonce and Prince had.
Prince is on another level. He's an alien,
and he don't dance.
But he can though. It's like spurts.
No, he's all right.
No, Prince
He
can
ain't Mike.
fucking
He's not
move,
Michael.
bro.
Nah, he's not Michael or Chris Brown.
Here's the thing:
or Beyonce.
he doesn't do it anymore because he's a Christian or something like that now. And like, I think he's Jehovah's. Is he Jehovah's?
He's Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, there's something about Jehovah's Witness where you're not supposed to do sexual movements.
I mean, Prince did a lot of gyrating. Prince didn't dance.
No, now he doesn't gyrate
Prince
anymore.
didn't do like choreography and backflips and all that shit.
But what he does is I feel like he's the exact opposite of Beyonce. Beyonce is, I'm going to do a million things right now in a row, and you're going to be like, oh my God, she just did all those things in a row. Like, she's like like someone who raps really fast, and you're like, oh my God, that was awesome. You rap really fast, and then you listen to it, you're like, well, did you do anything really cool right there? Whereas Prince won't do anything, and then all of a sudden fucking do one little gyrate, drop the mic stand pops back up, and you're like, what the fuck
Prince
just
ain't fucking
happened?
Beyonce, dog. Beyonce, performance-wise.
Nah, Prince is way on a different level than Beyonce.
Not
man.
performance-wise.
Yes, performance-wise.
Absolutely not. Have you ever been to a Beyonce show? You gotta go to a Beyonce show.
I was there at MTV and I snoozed through it.
Which one?
When we went to the awards and she performed.
The
She did the thing
awards.
at the end where she finished the VMAs or
That
some
was
shit.
amazing.
I thought it was boring.
That was incredible.
And I love Beyonce.
You just don't like me? No, you don't.
I literally will sing Beyonce songs on my own when I'm walking down the street.
Killed.
She makes me feel like a bigger woman than I am.
Listen, this is what I tell people. Go watch a Beyonce show and watch how she works. Beyonce be on that stage working. It's a difference between dancing every now and then. Beyonce literally dances from beginning to end.
And I feel like it's too much.
Insane routines.
Nah, but I feel like it's just we're respecting the hustle. and not
Beyonce
the
does
craft.
things other artists can't do.
Like
I was watching.
Like what?
I'm explaining. I was watching First Take yesterday, and Magic Johnson and Stephen A. Smith them were debating about the greatness of Derrick Rose now.
Right.
And it was like Derrick Rose's body just can't do things that it used to do. Like Magic looked at Carrie and Skip and he goes, "You see that scene? Derrick Rose just could have split that scene. Now he can't split that scene anymore. He's just that quick." That's how Beyonce is. Is there certain things
like what? Give me an example of something that
you got to see it. I mean, you got to see it to believe the what. You got to see it.
There's nothing that she can do that Sierra can't.
Absolutely, I do not believe that at all.
You really think that?
No.
No, Sierra is by far
Sierra
the best of all these chicks.
First of all, Sierra was a bootleg Aaliyah. Okay, everything Sierra
Agreed.
Aaliyah,
And the music was
Aaliyah.
trash, and I'm fine. I'm not into it. But her ability to dance was incredible.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Sierra's a great dancer.
Incredible.
A great dancer. Some might even say she is better than Beyonce. But
I think so.
I don't.
I just think
not me.
Beyonce's allure is her ability to be literally impenetrable.
And the fact that her name is Beyonce, you don't know no other Beyonces, my nigga.
No, that's true.
Not
That's true.
one.
Yeah, I know
There's
a lot.
no other
I know a lot of Carries.
Exactly. You know a lot of Kellys.
Fucking John Kerry.
You know
There's
some
too many
Sierras.
Carries
We
out
know
there.
a Sierra working MTV.
Come on, the Sierra's all over the place.
There's no Beyonces, dog.
Name a light-skinned girl that isn't named Sierra.
Where did that name even come from? Where did Beyonce?
Sierra Nevada, Sierra Leone. I don't know. Oh, Beyonce. That's a good point.
No, there's no other Beyonces.
Yo, it's rare that you make up a name for somebody and it doesn't sound shitty. Do you know what I mean? Like, usually a made-up name is like Jamal Arita.
Yeah.
That shit, Beyonce, is like, it's been there for thousands of years and it was reserved for her.
Listen, man, I fuck with B. I think she's the greatest performer ever.
I'm just trying to understand the obsession. Like, literally, there is no racial divide whatsoever on Beyonce. No social status divide. Poor people to rich people love Beyonce. White, Asian, Black, Puerto Rican love. There's no group.
No, you're right. And you know what's so crazy?
That's like Michael Jackson. To your point right there, the love for her is like Michael.
That's her peer.
But the skill, okay, her obsession, like Michael agreed. But I think the skill, Michael was overall more skilled in every facet.
I don't know, man.
I don't think you can complain.
Like Michael
dance,
was, listen,
dancing.
But Beyonce's right there with him.
You're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah, right there.
Where is Beyonce's moonwalk? Name a move. If
you know
Beyonce
where Michael got
had
that
a thing,
from? Michael got that from breakdances. You remember Turbo from fucking Ozone?
I don't give a fuck who he got it from.
He
Name her move.
The
Surfboard.
No,
you
fuck
do,
the
you
surfboard.
do not compare.
The fucking the single ladies dance.
What's his what?
The which everybody named Mama tried to do.
You said all the
everybody in their
not
mother.
To be confused with the It's the
Everybody in their mother tried to do that. All my single ladies now, which is so foul because she got married and
Listen,
left all.
There is no dance move right now that Beyonce has invented that a white kid that goes to high school in Minnesota can do at a talent show that shuts down the entire school like the moonwalk does. Literally, any kid does the moonwalk right, and I will stop in the middle of the fucking street.
That's a very great example, and I'm going to tell you why. When people do the moonwalk, you see it like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. When people do the single lady shit, oh, that's Beyonce.
Is it? I don't.
Absolutely. Jimmy Kimmel didn't parody Justin Timberlake. They parodied it on SNL.
Yeah.
Like they parodied
this shit right
it on
here,
SNL.
This shit right here is from when you move the hand side to side like that. It's from Miss America.
You don't remember when they did this shit on SNL? It was Justin Timberlake and I think Jimmy Fallon. They had the tights on. They did Beyonce's whole video over. Shit is, listen, Beyonce, when it's all said and done, when you talk about the ones,
I'm a fan, dog.
He's up there with Michael, dog.
I'm a fan.
And Michael's on a level all to his own.
In terms of love, I think yes. And I'm trying to understand it. And the only reason I'm trying to understand is because when I listen to Michael, I get it. I go, God damn. When I watch Michael, I go, God damn.
That's how I feel about Beyonce.
But I don't feel that same way about Beyonce. But here's the other thing.
Maybe we take it for granted.
No.
People took Michael for granted when he was alive too.
You're absolutely right there. And then part of me also realizes maybe I'm making the same argument that I was making against Kanye. Just because I don't get it doesn't mean that she's not amazingly great. You know what I mean? It just might be something I'm not relating to. Maybe I'm being too Kanye right now.
That's a great example. When you're in something, it's hard to appreciate it.
Like
and I'm going to tell you why. We saw Michael Jordan. You didn't really appreciate what Jordan did until years later.
Until them 11s dropped.
Exactly.
Until them fucking Space Jams.
Now when you're arguing with a younger cat, you're like, nigga, Michael Jordan. Nobody fucking with Michael. But back then it was just like, fucking Mike, man. I remember one time I argued with my neighbor. I said the Hawks are going to beat the Bulls in the first round of the playoffs. It was like, what?
Hold on. You think Michael Jordan's going to let a guy named Mookie beat him?
That's when they had Mookie Blaylock, Dominique
Mookie's going to beat
They had Spud Webb,
Michael?
Kevin Willis. It was just, but we didn't appreciate Mike. That's all it was. Like now, we don't appreciate Kobe. Kobe's got 5 rings, dog.
Yo, to that point, and I've Jon Stewart, obviously we were talking about this, just left. Yeah. I think that we're going to realize how great Jon Stewart really was once he leaves. That's a great point.
We didn't even realize Jon Stewart was in. I didn't realize he was there for 16 years.
Yo, I had
no idea. I was like, he's been on for 16 years.
Yo, 17 years. Or it's going to be 17 when he leaves or whatever. But that's a great point. Maybe that's something you got to remind yourselves when you're in the game is you can't look for the same adulation that these cats that have already been out of the game get. You know, when all these guys are like maybe a Wale and all these people are complaining about, why don't I get love? Why don't I get the respect that I deserve? Blah, blah, blah. Nobody gets the respect they deserve.
Nobody.
While they're in it. You got to retire from this shit. And then when people miss you, then they start going, oh, my God, he was on one. He was amazing.
Listen, we live in the era of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Hove.
Yeah.
13 #1 albums.
Yeah.
We live in the era of the greatest rapper of all time.
Oh, you think Jay is the greatest?
Who's better? Numbers wise, even all right, okay, if you think Eminem is the greatest. We live in the era of these guys. We don't appreciate them.
Yeah.
We on to the next. You don't appreciate people until they die.
Yeah.
Michael, nobody gave a fuck about Michael Jackson his last years on this planet.
That's so true, man.
Like nobody cared.
So true.
Then he died and it's like, oh my God, he's the greatest ever. Every radio station playing his music. Yo, no bullshit. My boss told me this today. Because I was like, we was talking about Whitney because today, as we're taping, this is the 3-year anniversary of Whitney Houston's death, right? Yeah. So I was like, yo, our demo don't fuck with Whitney, right? 18 to 34. She was like, nah. They don't register on the radio. She don't register on the radio like that. Not for our demo. So I said, I wonder why Michael works for this era. And she was like, oh, well, before Michael died, you couldn't get none of his records to test.
You're absolutely right.
You know what
he put out an album that no one gave a fuck about.
Absolutely.
You know what? Maybe that's what's so rare about Beyonce. She gets post-death love while she's alive. And that
or maybe we just see it more.
No, but what I'm saying is the adulation that she gets, like the love that she gets across the board, is tantamount to someone who has passed already. The appreciation, the adulation.
But isn't that how it should be?
Agreed. But like you said, it's rare. We don't realize until people pass. Yeah. So maybe that's why I'm like, oh my God, this person's getting all this love compared to these other people. Where when you're still in the game, you could still be criticized.
I think social media has a lot to do with that too, because social media also causes us to give it up to people too fast.
But it also causes us to tear them down.
That's true. You heard that shit Bill O'Reilly said about Jon Stewart?
What'd he say?
That shit was not Jon Stewart, Brian Williams.
Well, I thought what he said was great about Brian Williams.
That was the realest shit ever.
We should tell everybody what happened, obviously, with Brian Williams.
Brian Williams is the newscaster who...
for NBC, he would do NBC's nightly news.
For whatever reason, he decided to pretend to be a rapper and got on the fucking television and lied about a bunch of shit.
He did not pretend to be a rapper.
He exaggerated a bunch of shit.
Listen, he got his Iggy Azalea on. He saw Iggy's heat. He got on NBC.
Listen, he told some tales. He said he got He said he was in a helicopter that got shot down by a rocket grenade launcher.
Yeah.
I take that back. 'Cause
Was
if he
forced down.
Yeah, if he was a rapper, he would have said he actually shot the chopper himself.
He wouldn't be the victim. He'd be like, hello, everybody. This is Brian Williams, NBC Nightly News. I'd be shooting down ISIS.
I just shot down this chopper with my chopper. And I think he, another lie they said he told was he was in the floodwaters of New Orleans.
He saw dead bodies and shit.
He saw a dead body or whatever.
So, but they're investigating that right now. But basically what happened is he was in a helicopter. His helicopter wasn't shot down, but he said he was in the helicopter that was shot down. This came out. The Army basically said that he wasn't, and he had to go on TV and apologize. And so right now he's suspended from NBC for 6 months. And first of all, what is interesting? Well, go say what you're saying about the Bill O'Reilly. What? Oh, because I saw that as well, and I thought that was dope.
Said he made a mistake. Human beings make mistakes. He shouldn't be fired.
Furthermore,
he said we live in a society that loves to tear famous people down.
And this is someone who O'Reilly does not get along with politically. Yeah. He said,
listen, have I not told y'all for the longest? Bill O'Reilly is the most logical person out here.
I could not agree with you more, and I literally saw that episode last night where he's talking about Brian Williams, and he said, listen, if you think that he has tried to sneak his liberal political ideology into his newscasts and don't like him for that, that is completely understandable. Yeah. You have a valid point there. You cannot respect Brian Williams for doing that. But to want him to fail and to want him to be torn down, you have to look at yourself and see what type of person you are.
Absolutely.
Yo, he could have easily jumped on top of this sinking fucking ship
and
killed him, but he decided not to. And that's the beautiful thing about O'Reilly. It's not logical for him to do that.
I've told y'all from day one, Riley deals with facts, statistics. If he can prove it numbers-wise and show
he's going to go out there.
He's going to talk about it. He's not like us that give our opinions and our gut feelings.
Yeah. We're Bush. This is Bush right here. We're giving you the gut.
Riley's logical and sensible about shit. And that's why I fuck with him. But I think he's absolutely right. We live in a society that loves to tear people down.
Now, when it comes to this Brian Williams story, initially I'm like, all right, this guy lied. He's a douchebag. And then I started to realize what he lied about, right? He lied about a chopper going down, right?
Okay.
Under enemy fire, right? Okay. I don't think that story was told to showcase how brave he was. I think that story was told to showcase how dangerous a situation our soldiers are in overseas and to give everybody at home empathy for these people who are over there risking their lives. I think he's out there going, look how fucking dangerous it was, even for me.
I think he was just trying to be Big Dick Brian.
But here's the thing.
I think that's the story he's lied about for so long.
If he's trying to be Big Dick Brian, he's an asshole. But if he's lying so people take a situation seriously, which everybody does, people do that with the environment. The ice caps are fucking melting. The polar bears are going to be dead in a year. You got to fucking exaggerate. So if he's doing it unselfishly, you know what I'm saying? I'm not upset at that. Yeah, you can't lie and get caught, but I'm not upset if you lie so that we fucking care about our soldiers.
He was trying to give a first-hand account of how serious the situation is. But this is my thing. Brian Williams, you get paid $10 million a year to report the news. How about go find somebody who actually did get shot down in the chopper and let them talk about it? How about go find somebody who was actually in New Orleans? I saw plenty of black guys that you could have interviewed floating in the motherfucking water in New Orleans. And then you could have just went down there and interviewed them. You don't have to be in the action, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't turn on the NBC Nightly News because I'm saying, oh, Brian Williams, he about that life. He be out there getting shot at and he be in the flow waters. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
so it's like you lied about something you didn't even have to fucking lie about.
I wonder if they're jealous of their own creations. Like they're reporting this news about these. Like I wonder if they're reporting these news about these amazing news stories, and people are tweeting and they're emailing in and they're saying, "Oh my God, like what an amazing story! That guy's so brave." And I wonder if he's like,
"I want in,
motherfucker. I need some pussy off of this shit."
B don't stand for just Brian. It stands for brave and bold. Okay, what the fuck? I need in on this shit.
Yo, you better stop giving these motherfuckers all this credit. Hey, put me on the chopper.
He got suspended for 6 months.
6 months.
That's $5 million. For lying about some shit he even had to fucking lie about.
Real quick, before we do this, I think that he snitched on himself.
He definitely did.
No, like I think he released the story.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Why would he kill his credibility as a journalist?
Because 2 weeks earlier, the only thing people were talking about was his daughter's asshole getting eaten on HBO. And I think he's sitting there like, what the fuck can I do?
That was a hot scene of Girls, by the way.
It might have been hot.
Lord have mercy.
It was in the show Girls. Allison Williams, the asshole's getting eaten, shitbox, tongue all up in it, right?
Amazing.
Now, you know for the next 2 weeks at work, the only thing people are talking about is his daughter's asshole getting tongued down by some dude in fucking Brooklyn.
Do you know he left his girlfriend?
Who?
On the last episode of Girls,
No, I didn't watch
he
it.
left his girl
So he could tone
for
down
Allison.
her shitbox.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Well, anyway.
It happened Sunday. I was like, wow, that ass must have tasted great.
My point is,
he went and told his girl, like, it's over.
motherfuckers are coming up to him at work like, yo, he left his girl for your daughter's shitbox, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he's got to be sitting in the office like, yo, what news can there be that would take away from my daughter's asshole being eaten? And then he remember that chopper.
Let me go shoot my credibility in the motherfucking head.
Hey, as long as
He's
my
been telling
daughter's
that story for
asshole-
10 years.
Listen, I think it was done. I think it ran its course. Have we talked about her asshole since?
No. I forgot all about it. I be forgetting that's Brian Williams' daughter.
Right.
I do.
You want to detach any of her body parts from
But
him.
I never think about it. Like, I never watched that show. I'm like, oh, shit, that's Brian Williams' daughter.
I did. I saw his face all up in. I'm like, goddamn, that's half of Brian Williams' ass.
All right, let's pay some fucking bills.
All right. Vegas.com, everybody. YOLO, baby. That's right. You only live once, all right? Which is why you better spend at least a little bit of time in Vegas, because what stays in Vegas can't stay in Vegas if you don't bring your ass to Vegas. It's very true. All these are facts.
First of all, we need to update this slogan. What stays in Vegas does not stay in Vegas anymore. What happens in Vegas actually ends up on social media, okay? But you need to check out our new sponsor, Vegas.com. Basically, it's a site where you can book all your hotel and entertainment needs in Vegas. I mean, anything you want. Shows, tours, bottle table at the clubs, for the best possible prices.
Now, what sets this site apart from all the other sites is that the people that run this website are actually from Vegas.
Oh, so they know where to get all of it.
Exactly.
Everything.
It's not some guy in fucking Thailand who's booking this thing and he has a horrible American accent. These guys are from Vegas, so they know all the hookups, all the best parties.
Well, I've been talking to people about this thing called Lit. You know,
Okay.
everybody's always like, yo, this place is lit. This is alliteration. Lit for a lot of people is an acronym for low income travel.
I had no clue.
Okay, well, Vegas.com is the perfect remedy for that, okay? When you use this site, you won't end up sleeping in a bathtub with 3 of your friends, okay? You won't end up in a roach-infested hotel on a whole other side of town, okay? You're going to end up in hotels like Lucas.
Woo!
Luxus.
I think what you mean is the Luxor.
The Luxor.
The Lux.
The Lux. See, they call it the Lux for short. The Lux.
This motherfucker ain't
The Lux are a place I've actually stayed at both these places here. I've stayed at the Bellagio and the Caesars, and Vegas.com makes these places affordable, okay? So cheap, even someone who is lit, low income traveling can afford them.
So here's the thing. If you book something, right, then you get to Vegas, you find out that the room is actually cheaper, Vegas.com will let you rebook without a fee at the new price. All right, so like $85 off per night at the Bellagio and $90 off at Caesars. Go get your money, man. You can't lose money. They're matching prices.
Absolutely. I know you're hearing us running our mouth and you're wondering, okay, I'm sold. You want to know how to get them right now? Click on the microphone in the top right corner and enter our code IDIOTS to receive an extra 10% off everything but air hotel packages, okay? That's Vegas.com. Click on the microphone and get your bonus savings by using our secret code IDIOTS. Book today.
Bang, bang.
All right, listen, sorry. We got one more ad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks to y'all, the brilliant idiots out here getting this money.
Yeah.
Okay, but this portion of the show is brought to you by FanDuel. If you don't know by now, FanDuel is where you can go for one-day leagues with no season-long commitment. 12,000 plus leagues open every day. Playing as many as you'd like, okay? Salary cap format. You can draft the players you want in minutes. Over $10 million. Brian Williams annual salary in real cash prizes paid out every week, okay?
And you don't even have to fake die on a chopper.
You don't got to fake die on a chopper. You don't got to act like you was in the floodwaters in New Orleans to get this cash, okay?
You don't even need to be able to swim.
Exactly. Instant payouts as soon as the league ends. Leagues start at $1.
Oh, my bad. Yo, there's no season-long commitment, and that is so important. Let me tell you why. Because if you had Blake Griffin on your team this season, now his elbow started getting bursitis or whatever the fuck that is, you'd be finished. But with FanDuel, you got some flexibility. I see a lot of people saying they're picking up Spencer Hawes because he's getting Blake's numbers. That'd be one way to play it. Or you could just start the next week with a whole new team. It's up to you.
Absolutely. And remember, there's a new user special. FanDuel is giving you a bonus of up to $200 on your first deposit. For every dollar you deposit, okay, FanDuel will match it up to $200. Offer is only good for the first 50 people that use our code BRILLIANT. All right, that's right. Don't forget to use the code BRILLIANT at FanDuel.com. Well, every week is a new season, okay? That's FanDuel.com. Sign up today. Now, as we was talking about earlier, it is the 3rd anniversary of Whitney Houston's death.
I'm so depressed by this whole Bobby Christina. I don't even want to fucking discuss it.
I'm just saying, her daughter, Bobby Christina, is on life support.
No, it's done, I thought.
No. She's still on life support.
Yeah.
My thing was, if the doctors are telling you nothing can happen, I understand praying, I understand believing in miracles. But if there was ever a good time, I mean, it's never a good time to die. But if ever you had to organize a death, why not let her pass on the same day as her mother?
But they are doing that.
Nah, that was a rumor. It's not happening.
Oh, I saw this on like Huffington Post and all this shit that they're gonna do.
All that shit. None of that shit is credible anymore,
that
man.
Die on the same day of your mother shit. Stop it.
Somebody who was just talking about that.
Stop making that an event. Don't make a death an event.
But why not?
Because.
I mean, I don't.
Why are we doing this?
Because if I was Bobby Brown, right? I'm the father. I'm the ex-husband.
Yeah.
I'm grieving every day.
How
no
is
doubt.
Bobby still alive?
Because he smokes crack. Well, Whitney did too. I don't know. Bobby's here.
Bobby is invincible.
No, Suge Knight is invincible.
Yo, Suge might be invincible.
Suge is made out of the same shit that the black boxing planes are made out of.
Yeah, so is Bobby. Both of them are cut from the same cloth.
I don't think Bobby was ever as wild as Suge, dog. Suge done been shot at least 8 times.
Yeah.
Suge's been in car accidents. Suge has been in
he's,
prison.
He's Rasputin. Do you know who Rasputin is?
I've heard the name.
That's the guy who, like, they drowned him. They did, like, all these things in Russia and nothing would kill him.
I've told y'all the only way to kill Suge Knight is to drive a stake through his heart. That's the
I don't
only
even know
thing.
if that would kill him.
Exactly.
I don't think he has a heart. Like, you know how, like, some cars have the motor in the back?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that all of his organs are actually in his stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like maybe his organs are in his thighs or his arms or something, but that's why every time he gets shot, it just goes right through. It's nothing.
Saying. Like, everybody's talking about, oh, Suge's finished now. I don't know, dog.
Suge is the Walking Dead.
Exactly.
Suge is a fucking zombie.
Y'all keep talking about the zombie apocalypse. Suge
is right here.
That's going to be Suge's next record label. He had Death Row Records, and his next label going to be the Zombie Apocalypse. Watch. He going to bring Tupac back from the grave. I'm telling you. But if I'm Bobby Brown, I'm going to be mourning every day of my life.
Ugh,
but
so
it's that
sad,
one
man.
day, like today is, that one day when somebody close to you dies is really rough on you.
Yeah.
Let me just have it all on this one day.
Oh, God,
Why
it's
not?
just so sad. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's fucked up.
Can I talk about something happy?
Yeah, make me happy.
I was also in Los Angeles the last 2 weeks. I was doing this whole what's called pilot season.
Oh my God.
Pilot season is it's just awful. It's basically where all like the TV shows get picked up.
It's the month. It's like a month or weeks, right?
It's like a couple months.
It's the couple weeks where
couple months.
It's the couple weeks where a lot of executives, get their dick sucked
Ooh,
by a lot of hopefuls.
Heavy.
Male and
Thirst
female.
is real.
Oh,
Thirst is super real.
man.
So, and I was out there basically auditioning for these shows and not auditioning that much. I was actually really out there just making silly Instagram videos of mocking money and violence, money and privilege. Go check it out on my Instagram. But I'm out there and I'm staying in West Hollywood. Have you ever been to West Hollywood, Charlamagne?
The funny thing about LA, I don't know if I'm in West, East, North, South.
West Hollywood is the gay neighborhood in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And let me tell you, there is West Hollywood. It was so beautiful. It was like everybody's so happy. Everybody's having a great fucking time. There's like every restaurant is like healthy. When you're walking down the street, nobody mean mugs you. You could be walking down the street like fucking 2 a.m. People are just smiling.
It's a gluten-free neighborhood.
It's gluten-free. It's just so fucking happy. And it made me realize how amazing the world must be without women.
What? Fuck no.
Do you know what I mean? Like the stress and shit that women give you, and the anxiety and the posturing and the anger that comes with dudes when there's a girl around there.
This is when we need Kid Fury in here to tell you the stress of bottoms.
Oh, listen, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Being gay, there is so much oppression that has to go with it, and it's fucking really tough and all these kind of
I'm
things.
just talking about taking a dick in the ass.
Yeah, but if that's what you love, if that's what makes you nut,
That don't make it any less difficult.
listen, maybe after a while it starts to loosen up. Maybe after a while,
true.
do you know what I mean? Like, come on, I watch these pornos and the fucking girls get dicks in their butts, and dudes are bigger than girls, so their assholes are bigger.
Got you. Okay.
Who knows? Maybe our assholes are made for it. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But my point is,
we do have a G-spot in our assholes, by the way.
Listen, I haven't found it yet. Put it
Remember
that way.
American Pie when Stifley's fingered up his ass and he'd nut all the time?
Yeah, but no.
It's the prostate.
Yeah, but no, I'm not trying it. That's one of those things where they could say there's a hidden treasure inside that Mexican temple, and you'd be like, it's gonna stay in that Mexican temple. I ain't gonna get that fucking treasure.
It's a hidden treasure in that asshole.
Why are you smiling and nodding so much? Yo, you guys need to check the video of Charlamagne saying that, because I'm gonna create a meme of just Charlamagne go, it's a hidden treasure inside that asshole. Oh yeah.
Next stop, the prostate.
Yo, I'm just saying there has to be something, like we were talking on the way here, but like there has to be look, there's so much oppression tied to homosexuals, and it sucks, and it's fucking hard. They can't get married. There's all these awful things. I'm not belittling how shitty it is to be gay in society today, right? Like,
it's not shitty to be gay.
Oh, it's shitty in terms of the things they have to go through, man.
Sam Smith won 4 Grammys on Sunday.
Yeah, but listen, Sam Smith also on Twitter got called an F word a million times after winning those Grammys.
Man.
I bet you know where you're gonna put that Grammy, huh?
Hey.
I bet I got a good place, a good idea where you're gonna put it.
One thing I pride myself on, and I'm so glad I have this. I don't have a prejudice born in my body. I don't give a shit. I don't look at people like that.
Yeah.
When Sam Smith got up there and Sam Smith said, "I want to shout out my boyfriend, who I was with, and that broke my heart. You got me 4 Grammys tonight, motherfucker." I thought that shit was hilarious.
Oh, dude,
to me.
Yeah.
And I listen to Sam Smith in the Lonely Hour all the time.
Great song.
Never once do I think Sam Smith is gay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you don't care. It's fine. We relate to it. Yeah. That's not my point. But let's say that we get to a point, which I hope we do in society, right?
Never gonna happen.
Where gay people have equality with.
Never gonna happen.
Let's just say, hypothetically, I want to speak hypothetically. Gay people have equality with straight people, right? They can get married. They can do all these things. It's perfectly equal, right? We're not equal.
What do you mean?
Because you get to spend the rest of your life with somebody who, when you go, hey, you want to go see this movie? They just go, yeah. They don't go, I don't want to see that movie.
I don't believe that.
There you go. You get to spend the rest of your life with somebody who goes, hey, I'm going to go to bed. And you go, all right, you go to bed. And they're like, you're not going to come with me? They just go, yeah.
I guarantee you gay men go through the same things that we go through.
Because they're dudes at the end of the day. I just think that they're a bunch of fucking dudes. So maybe it's me being so open-minded. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of dudes like, hey, all right, bro, you want to go fucking see this movie? Let's see this movie.
Guy code and gay code are 2 different things.
I don't think they're different. I think gay. Look, we need a gay dude on here to ask him, but I literally think gay dudes are just fucking same as dudes, only you fuck guys.
The example I just gave,
which is what?
When Sam Smith said, "This guy broke my heart." If everything was so hunky dory, he wouldn't have broke his heart. They'd be together right now.
Oh, you can still have heartbreak in the gay community. I'm not saying that.
Because the motherfucker probably wouldn't listen.
How about this? He broke his heart, but I guarantee that he got laid a lot quicker than a straight guy would have. The second after he broke his heart, he was on Grindr like, yo, I need my dick sucked. And there was a dude sitting right next to him at a coffee shop like, did you just say you need your dick sucked? Why don't you bring that dick all over here? Let me show you where the G spot is.
Yo, you know what's so funny, man? I was this is gonna sound crazy, but I was role playing with Farnsworth Bentley one time, right? And me
hold on. So many suspect things have happened in this.
Let me explain.
What did you say earlier?
Don't boo me yet.
The G-spot is in your ass.
Hey, black audience, give me a chance to explain. Okay? All right. I'm in Puerto Rico. We were there for like Lisa Ray's birthday party or something. We're all in the lobby of the hotel. We're drunk. We talking shit. And he was telling me about the first time he met Puffy. So he was like, all right, you pretend to be Puffy, I'm going to be Farnsworth. So I'm joking around being an asshole. And so he goes, hi, Mr. Combs, I'm such and such. And I go, you want to suck this dick? And this gay guy comes out of nowhere. I mean, when I say out of nowhere and goes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is where the party at right here. The party is in this lobby. I'm like, whoa, we're just playing. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hold on. Real quick. Farnsworth Bentley asked you to role play as him being himself.
Like he was actually talking to us about like self-confidence and going for what you want. And he was talking about the first time he approached Diddy. You know, like everybody, a lot of people's not going to walk up to you and be like, hey, I'm the guy that can help you out, whatever. Like, they be scared to do that.
Yeah.
So he was like, you pretend to be Diddy, I'm going to be me. So before he could get it out, and he walked up, he was like, hi, Mr. Combs, I'm such and such, whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot what his real name is, Derek or something like that. And I'm like, you want to suck this dick? Like, right? And I said it like loud, like you gonna suck this dick? And this gay guy, I mean, it's like he just popped up. Like, it was like I Dream of Genie. He was like, poof. Woo! That's where the party at right here. The party's going down in this lobby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like,
see, that's why I don't believe that heartbreak shit. The second, before he finished writing that song, he was getting his dick sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if you know how you say Beetlejuice 3 times? If you just say dick suck, dick suck, dick suck 3 times.
That's what Grindr is. Grindr is that, dude. I've spoken to some of my friends that are gay about Grindr. It's dude. I'm in West Hollywood. I went to the gym, right?
Man.
The gym in West Hollywood has a sign at the sauna that literally says on the sauna, "Hey, no funny business inside the sauna."
John Travolta will never go there then.
No, John Travolta ain't fucking with that shit. But the fact that you need to put a sign asking the people in the gym to not fuck each other in the sauna, like literally, that means people were fucking each other in the sauna, and then they were like, "We need to put a stop to this."
Can you imagine what that smells like?
Bro, it's steam. Can you imagine what it's like? You know how you can't see in the sauna, right? It's a steam room.
Sodomy and steam shouldn't mix.
Just listen, right? Imagine this room is all steamed up. You can't see in.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and all you hear is just some, like, readjusting sounds. Like, you're like, right? So you walk in.
Sounds like a shower at Penn State when Jerry Sandusky was on his rampage.
But listen, you walk in, you're like, is anybody sitting here? And then the steam kind of clears away, and there's just some gay guy, and he's just getting railed in his ass. He just cleans off his face. And he's like, no, but somebody's sitting right here.
Is there a moral to this story?
The moral to the story was...
You think the world would be a better place without women?
No, not at all. I love women, but I think that there is something beautiful about being in love with your boy and finding... Like, I think people don't understand some of the cool... And don't get me wrong, I understand the shitty things about, being gay and what they have to deal with, but there's probably something beautiful about... You just want to go see Transformers, and then your boy wants to see it because that's your boy.
So, me and you don't have to fuck for us to go see Transformers.
Bro, but then what if we could after? Think about that. Do you know what I'm saying?
We can double date with our girl.
But no, but they don't want to see Transformers, and then they're asking, like, but how does it turn into a Transformer? I don't get but what is Transformium? Like, they got all these questions about Transformers and shit like that.
Guys do too.
Listen, brother, do you not understand what I'm trying to say?
Listen, I'm with you, but I'm not, listen.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I believe in, brotherhood and all that good stuff, and I don't knock anybody who lives that lifestyle, but I don't have to fuck my boy.
It's not a lifestyle, Charlamagne.
What is it then?
It's just you're gay. It's not a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
No, a lifestyle is jet set. It's not something you're going through in your 20s.
I mean, it's a life, whatever. It's your life. I don't knock.
I'm popping bottles and sucking cocks. That's what I do in my 20s.
Popping these bottles and sucking these motherfucking cocks.
It's my lifestyle, bro. That's what I do.
That's
you know what I mean?
Fucking do, man. Hey, man, listen. I don't knock nobody for it, but when I go see 50 Shades of Grey, I don't have. I mean, I wouldn't go with. Well, okay, that's different. I wouldn't go with my boy to see 50 Shades of Grey.
Of course not.
Exactly, unless I was fucking him.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Talking about girlfriends.
All right.
We're gonna pay some bills, and then we're gonna talk about girlfriends.
Okay, Nature Box. Nature Box.
Nature Box.
Nature Box.
Nature Box. Stepping their game up, yo. Listen, I know you got TV ads right now, Nature Box. I just want to let you know. You better not forget about us, yo.
And when we say don't forget about us, we mean don't forget about these free snacks, okay? These free fucking snacks.
That's right.
All right? Because we love giving people the chance to get free snacks, all right? When you see us posting pics of Nature Box on Twitter and Instagram, we post the shipments that people receive. Mm-hmm. We do that because we want Nature Box to know that you're loving them as much as we love them.
And I just want to say something. It's like a lot of these companies that feed, starving people in the world, they ask for 10 cents a day. They ask for 30 cents a day. How much of these snacks that we're giving you?
Free.
Okay, so who's really feeding the world?
Absolutely.
Who's really feeding America?
Nature Box.
And the brilliant idiots.
Absolutely. They've got 0 artificial flavors, colors, and sweeteners, 0 grams trans fat, and no high fructose corn syrup. You'll even find snacks with no added sugar and without gluten ingredients, the way they like it in West Hollywood.
Exactly. So in the afternoon slump, when I'm hungry and I'm irritable, here's what I do. I grab peanut butter nom-noms from Nature Box.
Okay.
Or baked sweet potato fries.
Okay.
Or some dark cocoa almonds.
Okay.
So good and so much better for you than any other snack out there. Trust me when I tell you that. Delicious.
That's right. So I want to give you the chance to try Nature Box for free with a trial box featuring 5 of their most popular snacks, okay?
So you heard it right here. You get them free snacks. To start your free trial, go to naturebox.com/idiots. Stay full, stay strong. Do what we do. Start snacking smarter. Go to naturebox.com/idiots to get a free trial box of delicious snacks.
Now, We have a young lady in here. She's the reason that Andrew Schultz is contemplating going gay.
I'm not. Yo, it is funny that I had to.
You missed it, Sarah, just now.
Yo, I had to bring my girl in right after. First of all, there's two reasons that my girl is here with us. She usually never comes to Brilliant Idiots. I don't allow it. I get nervous. It's hard for me to be vulnerable around this woman I love so much. You know what I mean?
You can't be with a woman. You can't be with a woman if you're not vulnerable.
No, I can be vulnerable just with her, but then in public settings, it's it's different.
Fake macho.
Exactly, fake macho. So you know how it is. But but I need to bring her here today, mainly because it's All-Star Weekend, so I'm not leaving her out of my sight.
There you go, Schultz.
You know what I'm saying? I'm smart. I'm a sark. I got her wearing baggy jeans. If you notice, the jeans are baggy.
Don't show no ass,
no
hips.
ass, nothing. We have some old boots. I said you have to wear some old scuffed up boots.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
If a ball player or rapper even look at her, be like, hey, she might be a man.
Exactly. She's taller. She's a taller person. She's wearing a beanie. She can't have the beautiful flowing hair. We're doing whatever we can to take this outrageously beautiful woman and just drop it down a notch so that I feel secure for the next few days. I'm trying to make it through. I am.
It's Valentine's
Bro,
weekend.
I am. I got shows this weekend at Levity Live. Matter of fact, everybody come out this weekend at Levity Live in West Nyack, New York. And Sarah will be with me, and I have a hotel set up for her outside of the city.
I like how you said, and Sarah will be with me.
Yeah, she will be with me.
Don't tweet her, you fucking ball
Nah,
okay?
motherfuckers. I know.
Don't tweet her, you fucking rapper.
J.R. Smith and shit. Tweeting at my girl.
Hey,
motherfuckers.
JR tweeted Sarah?
No, he didn't.
Oh, wow.
Yo, the concern that you had was hysterical. You think that I would be sitting here comfortably if ball players were tweeting at my motherfucking girl?
You gotta check her
DM. It wasn't a tweet, it was a DM.
Yo, shut up.
Whoa.
Listen, we should have said hi. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah J.
Say hello.
Phillips.
This is Sarah J. Phillips. This is my beautiful and lovely
The
girlfriend.
love of Schultz's life.
That's absolutely the love of
He
my
didn't let me
life.
shower today.
He didn't let you shout. You're really serious about this fucking
Yo, I don't play games,
All-Star
man.
Weekend.
I don't
All-Star
play
Weekend.
games, man. A lot of these guys have herpes. They have AIDS. A lot of them have a lot of different things that you don't want to
But it's just
contract.
they have so much money, so it's like
Yeah, it's hard,
you
right?
forget about the
Yeah,
rest
listen,
of it.
don't forget about how much money.
First of all, Sarah doesn't care about money for two reasons.
I don't care about money.
Number one, she's from Canada, and number two, she dates a comedian.
Exactly.
Okay,
Right, she's
that
very
lets-
smart.
That lets me know she doesn't give a shit about
And I
money.
make my own money, so
That too. But also,
Sarah's a performer, right?
yeah, you do music.
oh, specify.
You do music. You do music. You do music. You do music.
I sing, I songwrite, yeah.
Andrew said you hate Beyonce. Is that true?
Get out of here! I did not
That's
say
not
that.
what you
Shut up!
Oh my
Why
God.
would you say that?
Twitter,
Why
I
would
don't
you
hate
say that?
Beyonce.
She said she defended
You realize everyone just
Beyonce.
unfriended me just now.
Yeah.
It's for the headline.
Unfollow.
No, I said that you.
Sarah J. Phillips says she hates Beyonce.
I
Never
was
said that.
I was saying
Andrew
that-
doesn't like Beyonce.
That's not true. I didn't understand the incredible hype surrounding Beyonce, and then Sarah broke it down for me. Right, I thought she made some very good points, which we said earlier in the podcast.
So why do you think everybody loves Beyonce? Because I love Beyonce. I think she's one of the.
I
think
like her
she's the
too.
greatest performer of this generation.
And businesswoman, no? I think
Absolutely.
she knows what she's doing more than anyone else in the business. Same with Jay, but
So, what were you saying about Beyonce?
why people love her?
Yeah.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
No, I'm not. I thought everything you said was
What have you
completely.
already said?
I said that you said she manages being like a girl that wants to ride.
That's a good woman.
What?
It's a good woman. Because before she talked, she was like, "What did you say?"
So she didn't want to contradict
Yeah, I don't want to
it.
contradict you. I want to.
No,
have your back.
I wonder if that's what it is. I think she's looking out for her back right now. But you said she manages to wear like 4 different hats. She could be the mother who's an amazing mother who loves her daughter. She could be the God-fearing woman who is in love with Jesus, and then she could be the girl who's riding Jay-Z's dick like a surfboard. And
Yeah, those were not my words.
no, but like, do you know what I mean? But she can do all
Yeah.
3 of those and not get flack from any community. It's like the religious community doesn't go at her for saying she's riding Jay's dick. The people who like riding dick community don't go at her for loving Jesus and being a mom or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like she's
human.
manages.
When people accept you for being human,
Yeah.
meaning that they love you, because that's what unconditional love is. When you love somebody,
Yeah.
whether they're right, they're wrong, you love them through their flaws.
Yeah.
That's real love.
Well, let's talk about real love because Sarah's been with me from the beginning.
Okay.
Since-
As of right
Since
now.
346 Twitter followers.
Since 346 Twitter followers, exactly before the check.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Why do you remember that?
Because I'm
Because
crazy.
she was blown away by it. She was like, "How'd this motherfucker get 346 Twitter followers?"
How many did you have?
4, and they're all fake, I think.
So
She
you know
had-
why?
she
'Cause
had
you got
eggs.
class. You show your titties. You'll blow past Andrew in Twitter followers.
That's absolutely true, but let's not go there. It's All-Star Weekend. Okay. But when
At Sarah J _J Phillips.
Oh. Meek Mill can do Drake
Sarah with
tweeting
no
right
H.
now.
No, stop with this. Stop this. If I see champagne, you know how people got champagne, like champagne poppies and shit? Whenever I see anybody with almost like Drake's Twitter, Instagram comments, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is Champagne Daddy?
You only got to worry about Drake and Trey Songz.
Listen, no, that's not
thank
even
you.
happening.
The
Listen.
worst thing that can happen to a man is Trey Songz is now following Sarah J. Phillips on Twitter.
Really?
I'm good on Trey
What?
Songz.
Yeah.
I'm good on Drake too.
I think Sarah's good because I think she's a smart girl. She understands, you know what I mean, what she's got. She has a blessing in front of her. So she understands. But here's the thing: what I honestly,
Drake tried to buy me Starbucks once.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh, you're from Canada.
You
No.
Oh, you never heard that one?
What the
Whoa! Brilliant Idiots exclusive.
What the fuck?
So Sarah.
What you mean? Break
knew
trying to
this.
buy you Starbucks,
You
yo?
knew this. This is right before the mixtape
So
drop.
far gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were at the airport. My sister and I. You knew this story.
No, I didn't know this
This
story.
is in Toronto.
This is in Montreal. We're leaving Montreal.
Okay.
And so we didn't
It's
really.
not the 6.
No, like exactly. So I knew who he was, but not like from. I knew who he was from Degrassi.
Yeah.
Growing up, and my my sister wondered why he wasn't in a
No,
wheelchair.
it's a lot of
real
holes
life.
in this story. No, stop.
All right.
Did you fuck Drake or you didn't fuck Drake?
No, I
We don't got to
didn't.
get to that yet.
I
So you're
didn't.
at Starbucks.
I'm
right?
furious
We're
right
at
now.
Starbucks in the airport.
Have
We're
you placed
flying.
the order yet?
Not yet. We're behind him. And Drake takes out, he has his wallet out. He's with a few of his boys. And he takes out all his money, all his bills. Baby, fix your face.
Did he
This
have
is
a big
fine
wad of
story.
money?
He had a lot of bills on him.
Okay.
Canadian,
So
colorful
he clearly
bills.
was lame Drake. No game. Nobody knew who he was. So he had
Yeah.
to pull out the money.
Yeah,
It gets
tell him,
better. So
Charlamagne. Tell
my
him.
sister and I are right behind him, and he like leans over to his friends so that we can hear, and he goes, I don't like fives. I hate fives. You guys want fives? And he's trying to give away his $5 bills because he hates.
Oh, I thought he was talking
$5
about the
bills.
grade of your friend. Like, I don't like
No, no.
Her
So he's like
sister. I don't
too
like
good for $5 bills, so he's like trying to get rid of them and give them to all his friends.
Really?
And he like turns around and he's like, "Do you guys already order yet?" We're like, no, we're behind him. Obviously, we didn't already order, but I would have taken his $5 bill.
So did he buy you Starbucks? or
No,
not?
hold on. This
No.
is great. He asked
I
them
bought my own
if they already
Starbucks, Charlamagne.
ordered. He asked them if they already ordered, and they were behind him. So he knew that they hadn't ordered. That was his
Yeah,
pickup
it's
line.
It was a good
terrible
line,
game.
though.
Oh, my
Horrible fucking pickup line.
God. So he didn't buy you drinks.
You refused to let him buy the drinks.
No, but then the mixtape came out, and I was like, I should have let him buy me a Starbucks. Just kidding. This was years before. This was
Yo, I just
this
unfollowed
was
you.
before
yo.
I met
I
Andrea.
just unfollowed you, yo. You got no safety this weekend. I was
me
gonna
say this.
protect you. I was gonna protect you from these ball players
Now you
who
gonna
all
let her
have
get this
syphilis
herpes.
and hepatitis B and C and fucking
Magic
neck
out here the only
tattoos.
one carrying?
Shit, everybody carrying that shit. Jesus Christ, why do you think the Lakers suck so bad? They're all tired from that shit. Hold on. This is
No,
bullshit.
but that's a good honest
Let me
answer.
tell you, if I was dating him, if the Starbucks trick worked, and I
Yeah.
was so impressed that he doesn't like $5 bills, and then I met you, I would leave him for you.
Thank you, boo.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's
Then I would
clear
have
the
to
air.
question your decision.
No. Let's clear the air about this.
But the mixtape
how
was really
broke
good.
I was when you met me.
I love that mixtape.
Listen,
And then
listen,
congratulations, one of my favorite songs.
I'm glad you're having a lot of fun. This is why I don't bring you anywhere, yo. This is why I don't bring
God.
her ass anywhere. She's stupid. Okay, look. So here's the
Need to
thing.
sub a bunch.
When we met, right? I was very poor, right? I was living in a apartment owned by my parents that I was renting out to a couple of my friends who were basically paying the rent for me, but I was giving them a really good deal. My parents were, and when Sarah moved in, first of all, she met me and instantly fell in love with me.
Where'd y'all meet?
That's true.
In Montreal. I was on stage. She came up to me after a show. Well, her friend came up to me after a show trying to find out where I was going to perform the next night so
Gotcha.
she could come stalk me. And she basically came to my show the next night. There was only 8 people in the crowd. I wasn't very successful at that time. 5 people in the crowd.
5.
No, there was 8 people. You guys were
3 of
3.
them were comedians.
No, that's not true. There were 8 people. There were 8 people.
3 people that were on the show with you.
Yeah, it was the feature, the host.
I'm already being self-deprecating by saying there's 8. You can't top the self-deprecation by saying there's less than 8 people. Okay. So there was 8. Maybe there's 10 people, but she was like 3 of them. Right? I don't like you right now at all.
I love you.
Shut up. So there's
This is so cute.
So there's already she comes. 2 of her friends come as well. After the show, comes up to me. What are you guys doing?
Is this how it really went down, Sarah? Because you know the Schultz is the Brian
Don't
Williams.
fucking lie at all,
Schultz
yo.
is the Brian
Don't
Williams
fucking
of the
lie at all, yo.
No, this is true. This is
so true. Came up to me, what are you guys doing later tonight? I said, I don't know what we're doing. You know, we might go to another show. You guys should hang out with us. I was like, all right, give me your number, blah, blah, blah. We'll do it.
Were you impressed? Like, did you see her and like, oh, I'm going to hit that?
Oh, yeah, she's retarded hot.
Okay.
Are you kidding? I saw her the night before. My game the night before was to not talk
Oh, you
to
came
her.
to the comedy show twice?
Yeah, I'm
you
great.
came for Schultz.
with a
I'm
guy friend
great.
of mine. The first time I just came, I was like, yeah,
It was
let's
random.
go.
She
asked
didn't know
me.
I was going to be
I
there.
didn't know.
That
It
was her
like
blessing in life.
Yeah.
So basically,
The
what
second
happened-
time I went back because I had seen him.
and she was trying to hit. So
Ew.
basically, came through, right? Text me later, yo. What are you guys?
No, you didn't. No, I didn't get your number. My friend got your number. And then we were going to meet up with you later, and he wouldn't give me your number. So I kept asking him. I was
Who's
trying to be
your
cool
friend?
about
A
it.
guy?
A guy, yeah. He was
Okay,
like,
so you sent the dick in to be a distraction to see if he was gay.
exactly.
He took the bait. He gave up his number to the guy.
Right.
Okay, get it.
And
I
so
got it.
Still want to fuck me even though I'm gay.
We're
at
driving
home.
to my
Just
friend's
let you know,
place,
that's game.
and I'm trying to get his number so that I can text him. And I'm like, to my friend, I'm like, just so give me his number. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, I will. And he like kept forgetting, so I had to ask.
Oh no, he wasn't trying. He was
6
trying to hit you.
times.
Your friend was
Yeah,
trying
it
to
was-
fuck you.
yeah, he was-
So
your
he
friend was
wasn't
just
passing
hating.
that
I don't
number
think
off?
so.
Yeah, he was. You're naive to shit.
Is he still your friend now?
No, they're
No,
not friends
sir.
at all.
Schultz made sure that yeah, exactly. Okay.
yeah.
Falling out.
Anyway, so
was trying to
basically, no guy friends. We don't do that. So here's the thing. She texted me later. Yo, what are you guys doing? Somebody texted me. I don't know if it's Sumi. I think it was you actually texting me. No, it was you texting me.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
the number.
Yeah, I
what
found
are you
your
guys doing?
number.
Do you guys want to come meet us at this club? So I tell her that all the other guys are busy, but I can come meet.
I said, you and your friends want
Exactly. Now I didn't even invite the other guys because
Yeah.
they're just getting in the way of this
No,
shit.
no need to even risk it.
Right.
No need to risk
Not
her
at all.
falling in love with somebody
Not at
else.
all. Not
Fuck
at
that.
all.
Y'all stay
Fuck
home.
that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I can handle this myself. I go meet up with her. She brings me into hostile fucking territory.
What you mean?
This girl brings me into a club that her ex-boyfriend works at. All her ex-boyfriend's friends are the bouncers at
He
the
didn't
club,
work there. He wasn't there.
or what, some shit like that. It was
He just-
hostile
his
fucking
friends-
territory.
Yeah, his friends. Were
Everybody's
like the
mean
promoters.
mugging me. I'm like, what the fuck? This is Canada. I thought everybody's nice
Why do
out
you have
here.
so many boyfriends in Montreal?
Let's where she's
I
from.
got one, and it was
You know
a
what I mean?
mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're all
one.
mistakes.
Yeah.
They're all mistakes.
Okay.
All right,
So
they're
he's
all
Brian,
mistakes.
he's being Brian Williams right now. He's exaggerating this.
Of course, maybe I'm Brian
Exactly.
Williams in this shit
Fact
a little
check
bit.
him.
Just wait, okay? So anyway, so we're inside the club, right? Now, I don't drink at this point in time in my life. I'm not drinking at all. This girl offers me a drink, right? I haven't drank for maybe 5 years or something like that. Without even hesitation, I just go, yeah, let me just get a vodka soda. Without even hesitation, because
She's that hot.
She's that hot. It's
Okay.
like, I think I just started drinking again. That's how hot she is. Because
yeah.
I don't want to go through this whole conversation where it's like, well, no, I didn't have a problem, but I just thought that maybe it'd be a good idea to
yeah.
I just go, vodka soda. And I just start drinking vodka soda, right? So then she leaves me with her friend, another light-skinned mixed girl, right? Testing me. I don't know what the fuck you
Wasn't
left me with her.
testing you.
Why'd you leave me with this other chick?
Because so I come back from the bar, and he's like talking up this girl.
No, you introduced me to the girl.
Yeah, but to be nice, just
Being a
just-
nice Canadian girl.
Yeah, you
a
know,
nice,
like here are
naive
my
Canadian
friends.
Girl.
Nah,
And the
I
rest
think
of my
she's
friends
testing the G.
were grilling you, so I
She wasn't telling
Nah.
said this is so and so, and I said meet each other, and then I went to the bar, and I come back, and they're like engrossed in this like discussion, and so in my head, he's into her. So
Which
I'm like, all
fucked you
right,
all the way
this
up.
motherfucker.
Schultz!
yeah.
My boy, Big Dick
Guy
Schultz
code.
is in the building. That's how we do this,
That's
fellas.
what you do.
You know what I mean?
We call-
All-Star Weekend ain't got nothing on me. We got nothing on
We
me.
call that a neg. You see a really hot chick, start talking up her motherfucking friend.
So, but here's the
But
thing.
he
Ignore
thought,
the hot
he
chick.
thought we were good friends, so he's trying to like win her over, so that you know, and if
But
she'll
here,
put
at
in a
first
good
I'm
word
trying
for-
to win her over to get the good word. But then when she comes back, she actually goes, you actually leave again.
Yeah,
to go
because I'm
talk
like,
to-
well, I'm not going to interrupt this.
So
'cause
when
he's into
you
her,
go leave
obviously.
again, I think that's you testing my G. I think it's you going, all right, let me see if this fucking fucker can swim with the sharks, right?
yeah,
But you don't realize I'm built in the fucking ocean. Do you know
You
what I
are
mean?
the shark.
I am the motherfucking
fuck
shark.
is she talking about?
Okay,
Big Dick Schultz.
exactly. So I'm swimming, dun 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 dun.
Okay.
dun dun. Right, swimming around this motherfucker. Right, you come back because you understand how hot this girl's getting, hot and heavy. Right, you tell that girl to peace. We start talking. I'm already drinking. I'm a little tipsy. I'm off the wagon. We decide to leave.
You
right,
and Sarah.
Yeah, we
So
decide
how'd
to
you
leave.
get back around to going to grab Sarah? You just told the friend like,
No,
all right.
Sarah came back
I was
over.
leaving. I was leaving.
Oh.
And I said, you know, he's a lost boy in Montreal. He doesn't speak the language.
Yeah,
and,
all right. right.
I felt bad for him. I'm like, I'm not going to leave this guy at the club. I invited him out, so I was going
I
to
don't
drive
think
him
there's no
home.
such thing as a lost American in Montreal.
Well, whatever. I wanted to drive him home. All right. Just
Yeah,
go along with it.
there we go. That's the honest
So-
answer. I
There you
want to
go.
drive home. You want to get me away from that other
It's just
girl.
like Back to the Future. The picture was starting to fade, and then Sarah
Yeah.
came back to get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you come get me. So we leave, right? Now this girl's fucking retarded hot, right?
Are you
Okay,
gonna tell
can
me you
you-
fucked on the first
Wait for it.
Okay.
She's retarded hot, right? So she's fucking in some beautiful outfit, legs, the whole thing. I'm like, it's literally the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life, right? So I'm like, yo, we're about to go. She's about to pick me up in her car. I think she's driving a Lamborghini. I'm thinking some fucking rich Montreal guy gave her a Lamborghini.
91 Toyota Tercel.
Motherfucker, it's a 91 Toyota Corolla, bro.
Okay.
It's or like a
No,
Ford.
it was like a. Well, I don't know.
It is the most
It was
fucking
like
whack
silver.
hoopty I've ever seen in my. When she stopped in front of the car, I chuckled because I was like, "That's fun. You can't be driving this because you're so hot." Like that doesn't make sense.
That is the car of hot chicks.
Oh my!
Hot
First of all,
chicks
it was
drive
my
a
mother's car.
91 Toyota something.
Bro, the
Corolla,
fucking doors
Tercel,
don't work. The fucking heat doesn't.
kind of
Nothing
Cressida.
works.
Remember the Cressida?
The-
those are the hot chick cars.
bro,
It was like a Nissan.
no, it was a Ford Escape. I don't know what it was, but
Something.
maybe it was a Nissan. No, your dad's car's a Nissan.
I don't know.
So it was
It
horrible.
was like that not silver, not gold color. You know?
Yeah, like it was like the
really
sand or
awkward.
some shit, camel color. Anyway, she double parked as she's the power steering's done, so she got to fucking really like grab the steering wheel, really fucking turn it
You're
over.
like, oh, she's strong.
No,
She can fucking give
it
me
was
a
my
great
mother's
hand job.
car.
I wasn't thinking that at all. Well, I was like, man, she is struggling.
It
I
was
was
my
like,
mother's car.
and then I started to get real confident. I was like, yo, I might have a chance with this girl. You know what I mean?
The worst part was I have a nephew, and at the time he was like 3 years old.
Oh, there's
so
a
we get to the car and there's a car seat in the back seat. There's a baby seat.
So we
And
get in the
so,
car.
like-
Not only is this car whack as fuck, there's a baby seat. I'm like, oh, she's a struggling single mom. Like everything just
in your
fell
mind,
apart.
you was like, I'm just gonna fuck her. ass.
Yeah, like, exactly. It was like I thought I met my wife, but I really just met tonight. You know what I mean? Like that's like it was everything changed. Like realistically, we're going back to this now. Granted, I'm on tour at this time in a horrible hotel room. Like I'm talking about like the hotel room still had a key to get into the door.
Okay.
Like
was
not
super-
little
So your
a metal
hotel
key.
matched her car.
Exactly.
All right,
Like
gotcha.
when the car pulled up, the hotel guy looked at it like, yeah, this is right.
How you know Sarah wasn't running game on you though? Just
It
to
was
see if
the
he was really her
weirdest
prince.
hotel.
Yo, that
She
she
might
might
have
have.
been doing the Coming to America shit, acting like she was a poor
Yo,
pauper.
listen.
To see if you would fall for her.
I wasn't thinking that. All I was thinking about, she got at least one kid. That's all I'm thinking, right? So we pull up to the hotel. Now, I'm still wildly intimidated by this fucking beautiful woman. So I'm going, how the fuck could I get her to go upstairs with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I develop a sentence in my brain. I go, all right.
This is where he gets creative with the story.
This is the real shit. So I go, in my brain, I go, this is what I'm going to do, right? What I'm going to do is, hold on. All right. I go, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this sentence. I'm going to say, hey, do you want to come upstairs with me? I promise I won't try anything.
That's actually a good line.
Right?
Never said it.
So this is what I do. So this is what I do, right?
That's a great
so I
line.
go, you know what? I'm thinking this way she'll feel a little comfortable. We could just hang out, and then obviously I'm
You
gonna
gotta
try
tell
something.
girls that.
But
You
I,
have to.
whatever. So I go. So this is what I say. I go, all right, I do it. I go, do you want to come upstairs with me? And then I just hear, sure. And then I go, I promise. What?
It's not how
I went, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, I promise. I didn't even say I promise I would try anything. And then so I'm like, okay, she wants to go upstairs. Now you say that didn't happen. I swear to
Didn't
God that
happen.
happened. So how'd it go?
I just wanted to continue. This guy pretends to get lost so that we drive around in my car downtown Montreal. It's not that big. We drive around for 45 minutes trying to find his
You
hotel.
call it lost. I call it game. That's game.
He was trying to
game.
decide whether or not do I take her back to this raggy hotel. I mean, she got a raggy car, so she's not gonna really
Yo,
judge me.
you know what's
what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You know what's super funny is part of me was going, yo, maybe I should rent the other hotel room, and then the other, and literally then my bank account was like, are you out of your fucking mind? Rent a hotel room?
This
Wait, my
hotel
bank
was
account
like
set
the
up.
sketchiest.
Super sketchy by the bus station.
Yeah, and
Did you know that part of town?
not even I would never go there other than to drop him off. And we went, remember, like we opened you went into the hotel and you had to like return the key to the concierge. Well, I wouldn't call it a concierge there. What do you call it? A dude.
The nigga at the front
Yeah.
desk. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call it that.
Remember, we didn't even get our own key. Like
It was some weird shit. It
like
was some super sketchy
weird.
shit. But anyway, brought her upstairs. You know what I mean?
So you fucked the first name.
No, absolutely not.
I got the
Shut
meanest
up.
case of blue balls. The meanest. Like, let me tell you how mean this blue balls was. Like, first of all, we're there for a while. I tried everything in the book. I pulled out her extensions. I did everything that could possibly be done.
Is that that's in the book?
Yeah, I think that's page 7.
This is my thing, Sarah. As a woman, why go to the hotel room with this guy if you know you're not gonna fuck him? I know it had to be like 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh, it was late, dogs.
You know why? Why do that? What if this guy wasn't a good, upstanding guy and he was a Cosby, allegedly? Okay, whose fault would that have been?
Listen,
That would have been my.
no, it's never the victim's fault.
it's never the victim's fault.
It would have been my fault to put myself. Not. It
don't
would
even
have been my
know
fault that
this
it
guy.
happened. Yeah, but
He's taking you to a sketchy hotel that you say this is the most sketchiest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you have to
in my
realize
fucking life.
that's how on point I am.
But and
Do you
that's
know what I mean?
also how
We
silly
had a real
girls can be.
connection.
we had been talking for
Listen.
like 2 hours, and I didn't want to stay in my car and talk to you, and
When you drive a Cresta, you can't really be choosy.
exactly.
Do you know
He's
what
like,
I
"Do you want to
mean?
go anywhere but here?" I was like, "Yes,
Did you
I
hear
do."
the story about the? Did you hear the story about the guy who they found and all his organs were just missing?
Nah.
Exactly.
But
Shit
how-
like that
But
happens.
how do I know she wasn't gonna do that to me?
But also,
That's true, too.
like I knew you were someone. Like there was like you had friends and you had like
He was
I
nobody.
could Google you.
Cosby was somebody too.
I think I could
No,
Google you at the
that's a
time.
good point.
You know
No,
what I mean?
no,
Like
no,
you
no.
weren't.
That's a good point. It's like I wasn't a public figure yet, but as a comedian, it's like you could track me down.
He was credible.
Like,
So
I'm
yeah.
on
I don't
YouTube.
want my
I'm
daughter
on
to be
Twitter.
that
My
trustworthy.
friends
Listen.
knew who I was with. You know what I mean? I wasn't like just
She
putting
wasn't
myself
being a
in
stupid girl, and
yeah,
I'm also incredibly charming, and it's hard to deal with
that's
that.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
And he has really good hair.
So how
Amazing
much
hair.
How much did you have to fight this guy off you that night? Like how many times?
tell her.
Every
Yo.
4 seconds, I had to remind him it wasn't gonna happen.
Yo, but tell him the things I was saying. I got super corny, yo, on another level.
You shut the fuck up right now.
Go.
Sarah J.
my
the-
brother
the
listens to this
floor is
podcast,
yours.
so let's
Go,
just
go.
do
Say the
that.
things I was saying. Say
Sarah
the
J.
things I was saying.
What did Schultz say? Top 3 corniest things Schultz said that night. Go.
Just we don't have to do anything. Just stay here, and I could just hold you.
You hit her with the just. I just want to hold you.
Yeah, baby.
I just want to hold you.
Just stay here tonight. I said I can't. I'm driving my mom's car. She's got to go to work at 6 in the morning. I got to get the car back. I said. He goes, okay, just an hour. I go, I can't stay for an hour. Just half an hour. Just 25 minutes.
I want to just hold. What did you think when he said I just want to hold you?
She wanted to be held.
No,
That's
I
what she
could
was
tell
thinking.
you didn't want to just hold me, but
I wanted you to hold me with your vagina. That's what I wanted you to do.
Did he do the world famous? Just let me put the tip in.
no, absolutely. And he knew I was very. It wasn't gonna happen. I'm.
But I tried.
It's okay to be that girl, but I'm not.
What else? Give me
And-
give me some more corny lines.
I don't know if there were that
did you
many
say?
lines. I mean, I tried. I tried to get you to touch it. Like I was just grabbing your wrist and then putting it on my penis.
I don't know why you took out my extensions. Like that's so rude in retrospect.
No, it was like we were really
If that
kissing.
happened now, I would
we were
fucking-
kissing passionately.
No. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Listen, we were kissing passionately.
Were they so? They had to be glued in.
No, I just wore clip-in. I would wear them sometimes, and he,
They weren't glued in.
no, imagine
That's some
that's
fucking
commitment.
abusive
Yeah.
shit. No.
He like pulled them out and he like threw them on the bed. So it was just like this.
No,
like,
but it
was
was a
just like
good
this
line.
pile of
I had a
fake hair
good
on the
line.
bed.
I had a good line about it.
And he
I was
goes,
like,
"You don't need these anymore." Like he's like you're
yo,
like
yeah.
now I'm beautiful.
Brilliant
Now that
idiots,
I'm-
listeners. That pussy's is wet right now.
Imagine if you met Sarah in the strip club, the shit you would say.
Oh,
You don't
forget
have to
it.
do this anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna save you. I want to save her, yo.
Fuck.
Listen, I was showing her pictures of better cars.
So he took your extensions out and threw them in the bed?
Yeah, I remember.
That didn't
I
scare you?
left the hotel with like my extensions in my hair, and I thought this was really weird. In my hand, I was just holding
I had to
them.
walk you out,
I, like,
that's
walked
what
to
it
the
was.
car with
Yeah.
this like handful of hair.
Yeah. Now imagine what the guy at the desk thought when she's walking out with her hair in her hand, and we were there for an hour and a half.
Oh, no, he's seen guys with fetishes worse than yours, I'm
You know,
sure, in
you're
that
probably
sketchy
right.
ass hotel.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh,
So
man.
at what point did you realize, you know what, I like this guy? It's something about him pulling out
Say
my
it.
extensions.
Nah, keep it real. It was that week.
Yeah,
I was still touring Canada that week.
Yeah.
Oh, so she stuck around with you the whole week.
Touring
Nah.
is like a
Very loose word. Touring is the loosest
You
word.
was going
ever.
from different clubs.
They
was going
saved
for
up their
different
change
cities.
to
Yeah.
take the bus to each
Exactly,
city.
yeah.
And
Different cars and going to remote places in
You
the
went
world.
with him?
No,
No.
my friends and I were in Ottawa the next week.
Well, no. This is how she likes to tell. This is where she gets on her.
He thinks I
helicopter.
drove from Montreal to Toronto to
It's okay.
meet him at a Howard Johnson.
Jesus.
Do you know how far the drive is? 6 hours for a Howard Johnson.
Listen, let's be honest.
It is kind of sketchy that you just ended up in Ottawa, though.
No.
This
We were
is-
in Ottawa,
I
and
was
then we
telling her,
drove to Toronto.
I was like telling me, come meet me in Toronto the next week. Jimmy, so we could get back to what we were doing.
So she was like, all right,
say,
Aubrey wanted
so we
me to
can
come
get
here
back
too,
to
so I'm
it.
going to go see
You know
Aubrey.
what? I don't even like
Then
you
I'll
using
go
the
over to
first name.
Andrew.
I don't like you using the first name. I don't like you putting that out there in the world.
Got you. I go see Aubrey, then I go see.
It
I go
hurts
see
my
Andrew.
soul when you say the name. That's what it does.
You called him Aubrey too. You didn't even catch that. She called him.
Aubrey was away that weekend. I remember when I went to Toronto, Aubrey wasn't there.
How do you know he wasn't?
So I was like,
there?
let me call up Schultz.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny that I just get shit on my own podcast. Isn't that funny? I'm glad everybody's
Oh, I
having so
love
much
it.
fun.
So when did y'all fuck? Let's just like,
No, we didn't.
We did it? We
waiting
haven't
for
fucked
marriage.
already. Yeah, we're waiting.
really?
That butthole, though.
How long?
My excuse?
How long have y'all been together?
Yo, 4
Almost
years
4
almost. Yeah, April 17th. It's going to be 4
He
years.
picked April 17th for our anniversary because it's his brother's birthday, and he figured he'd remember that way.
Shout out to Greg Schultz. Thank you, Schultz.
Greg looked like I never knew that.
Yeah, dude.
Greg was like, I really thought y'all met on my birthday.
No, I got that combo pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You are a couple.
Yes.
Do you expect for him to roll out the red carpet for you on Valentine's Day? Is Valentine's Day a thing for you, Sarah?
I like it. I'm not like one of the women that are so against it and hate the holiday.
I'm
I
great
don't
with-
expect anything.
Here's the thing. She doesn't expect anything. She's great.
No,
I'm
Don't listen
amazing.
to the last part of that.
No.
Treat her the way she treated you when you said, do you want to go upstairs? And before you could finish, she said, I like it. Period. You gotta
No,
make it happen
don't
for
get
her.
me wrong. I'm gonna make it. I always make it happen.
I think it's sweet. I want to be with him on Valentine's Day.
I'm great with
he
presents.
has a show, so
I'm great with presents. Let's talk about this.
he is great. I don't want to talk about this because you're going to embarrass me because sometimes I'm not good at presents. Because you
Sarah's
have
not good
everything.
at. Sarah's not good
You
at
have a
presents.
pussy. You don't have to be good at
Listen, let's not
All right,
call
no
it
more-
that in
no more
front of
presents.
Oh, a
me.
vagina.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry, a
Oh God.
vagina.
All right. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm great with presents. So she's gonna obviously have an amazing Valentine's Day because
I don't
that's how I
want
roll.
anything.
I know you don't want anything. I know it's actually annoying that I have to bully you into getting you things.
Well, every year we say we're not going to get each other anything, and then he shows up with a fucking Tiffany's box, and it's obnoxious. I really like
This is the
Tiffany's.
hottest Valentine's gift right here.
What's that?
You can now give your boyfriend a chocolate mold of your butthole for Valentine's Day.
Oh my god!
Okay? So you can get a chocolate mold of your butthole.
Or you
Sarah.
could not wipe well, and they'd already have a chocolate mold of your own butthole.
That is amazing.
Disgusting.
Nah,
you know
no
what I'm
chocolate
getting
mold.
him? I'm not going to make him go see 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I would
No,
see that.
You have to go
That's
see
the
50
movie
Shades
I
of Grey.
want to see.
You wanna see that? All right.
Yes.
Do you
We'll go
understand
see
that
that.
Hollywood has created a layup? Let me tell you the beauty of the universe.
Okay.
Slam dunk contest is that Saturday night. 50 Shades of Grey is in theaters that Saturday night.
Oh.
It's a slam dunk for you to get some pussy if you take your significant other to see 50 Shades of Grey. It's just so easy. Dinner, 50 Shades of Grey, back home,
Bang.
sex, great night.
I'd rather watch All-Star Weekend.
Well, yeah.
Okay, would you rather watch All-Star Weekend because you know Schultz would rather watch All-Star
No,
Weekend?
she played ball in college.
I played basketball in college.
Really?
Yeah, this is an athlete we're looking at right
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's so
She
nervous, 'cause
also-
I have a lot in common with all these NBA players, so that's why he's keeping me locked up this weekend. You know what I mean?
If you fucking say NBA
I
again,
drink protein.
say NBA again.
Like-
Say the fucking letters NBA again. You can only say development league.
NBA could stand for now being in Aubrey.
Oh my god!
No,
Go down.
NBA, you know what NBA stands for?
I don't date
Now,
basketball players.
broke, and alone. That's what NBA stands for. So remember that
know,
shit,
I remember.
okay? Remember that very closely.
Stop treating it like you got her on papers, dog.
I do! I got the visa. It's
I
golden.
got the visa.
Listen, yeah, but I sponsored it.
Yeah.
So I think I can
Really?
call them and have
Why
them.
don't y'all just get married?
Listen.
If you're doing shit like sponsoring visas,
Listen, coming from the guy who took 17 years to marry his
Hey,
baby mama.
it's not when
Fuck
you do it.
It's not
It's
when
not
you
when
do
it.
You
It's how you
hypocritical
do
piece
it.
of shit.
Okay?
You're a child
All I'm saying
looking at you
is-
every day like,
all
why
I'm
is my
saying
mama
is
not
y'all have a
married to
great
me?
how right now, okay? Now would be the time to get it done.
Listen,
we're young. I'm
let me tell you
young.
something.
How old are you, Sarah?
Who's listening?
No, you could say
21, 25.
25.
Oh yeah, you're young.
Here's the thing. I know that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with Sarah. There's no question that that's going to happen. I know that we're going to have a family, and I
She's
love
only
you
25,
very
dog.
much. She's 25 years old. I'm just waiting to see if she gets ugly when she's old. And then once
What's
it's
your
proved...
ethnicity?
My dad is.
How many extra syllables did you put in that, Barkley? Holy shit.
What is it?
Ethnicity.
My-
Ethnicity.
Yes.
What the fuck is ethnicity?
We can figure out how
Authenticity?
we can figure out what's going to happen with her looks by what she is.
she's-
What are you?
A Trinidadian, African American, Polish and Scottish.
Oh, you're fine.
She's golden.
You're fine.
I'm gonna marry
You're
this
fine.
woman. It's not a question.
You're fine. As long as there's no Spanish in it. Spanish is the one that has the expiration date.
Oh, Spanish they feel fat and white, obviously.
Yeah, 20. If
White
you were
falls
Spanish,
apart.
you're 25, 26, you did under.
Yeah, but until 26, they run
You
shit.
fuck them all day.
They run shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's either 26 until they have 2 kids.
That's why they get pregnant so quick. Because their bodies know that after 26,
Oh,
there's
it's
a
over.
very small chance anybody's going to want to
I'm
fuck
not
with.
nothing
This is
you after
horrible. I don't want to be.
26.
Yeah, maybe we can't associate it. Okay, I don't want this to fuck your brand up. Okay, but seriously, I love you very much, baby. Thank you for coming on the
I love
podcast.
you. Thank you for
and
having me.
everybody
Run it already?
Well, no, we got to get my boy in.
We ain't even talking about that dick game.
Oh, okay,
What's
you can
your
talk about my dick game.
Dick talk.
Dick segment.
What
Dick
is your
segment.
that dick game like?
Listen, you can talk
This is
about
my
the dick.
favorite segment. I'm
Listen,
brilliant
I
at
do feel uncomfortable talking. You know, she is a brand. She is a, she's a musician here.
It's all about being transparent
Oh,
nowadays, man.
the best Valentine's Day gift for any woman this year would be if your man buys you my album. I think.
Ah, that's a great
Is that a
idea.
shameless
I think
plug?
that was absolutely a shameless plug. I'm not finished.
Where-
iTunes.com/Sara Phillips.
What else, baby? Tell them. Where can they find you?
What else? You
Yeah.
can find me Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter's already found me. Black Twitter already found me. Whose fault was that?
Yeah, whose phone was that,
I
Charlotte?
have
Just
no idea.
curious.
Do you know if you search my name on Twitter that the first thing that comes up is Andrew Schultz's girlfriend?
You
So
got
if you-
Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
What's the gram?
Sara Sara_J Phillips.
And what's the name of your album?
Self-titled Sara Phillips.
So make
New
sure you
single,
go get
Rolling
that.
Stone, really good, nice and sad.
What if Drake starts tweeting about the Sarah J. Phillips album?
It's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm actually really okay with that. I think that's a great thing. Do you know what I mean?
Just randomly though. He just
Yeah.
like you see a viral video of him singing one of Sarah's songs.
Yeah, that's really funny, Charlamagne. Let's talk about
It's
that.
not funny, Charlamagne.
What
No.
if he wants to collab?
I think that look, I'm good. I think this is great.
He needs her to come to Toronto the 6th by herself.
Listen,
Okay. No, not by herself.
Yeah.
It's the weekend that you got to do. You have to do something like
I do a
like
collab.
something you can't miss. I gotta be here to film.
I can't tell you how supportive I am of this. This is great. I think this is awesome. This is amazing. As a comedian, literally, you can't lose. And I'll tell you why. Because our pain is our work.
Got you.
So if Drake steals the love of my life and the woman who I'm going to marry and have children with, she steals him from me. That is hilarious bit for me to tell on stage
hilarious.
for years. That's the story everybody's going to
It's not
want to
really
hear.
hilarious.
Oh, it's
It would never
I'ma
happen.
tell you
to
why-
me, it's going
you
to
know
make
why
my
it's not?
heart hurt.
Because
But
because
you are going to fucking die laughing.
people know you love her.
Which just makes it even funnier. Pain is funny, Charlamagne.
I don't know, man. That would kind of hurt
Charlamagne,
my feelings.
It would
I
hurt.
would be like, really?
You are the least sensitive
Somebody
fucking
can't
human
just
being
steal
I've
your
ever met in
girl.
my entire life. No, here's the thing, and I do understand.
You need to want to be stolen if you're gonna. If a guy
And
steals you.
furthermore, and this is
Sarah sitting courtside at the Raptors game.
shit. Tell me how
That's
it
the
is.
thing. If we get tickets,
Tell me how it is. Tell them, listen, you could have her for the second quarter and the third quarter.
I'm not gonna leave you for Champagne Poppy.
Thank you. I don't like how you're using nicknames, so yo. I don't like how you're using nicknames right now.
I'm not gonna leave you for October Zone.
Oh,
Some fucked up shit.
Imagine we did collab and he only paid me in $5 bills.
That'd be fucking dope. That'd be if you get the money, get the money. Listen, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's gonna be okay.
he wants you to get the fuck out now because he can't take any more.
I can't take any
Okay.
more of this. This is bullshit. No, but I will.
This
I will
has
say
been
this,
really
and
fun.
this is something that I've been thinking about for like All-Star Weekend, just in general, is if somebody does take your girl or somebody does have sex with your girl, I don't think you can't kill your girl. Because
No,
this
you
has
can't kill
happened.
her.
A few people have done this, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you can't kill your girl, not only because it's illegal, but it's like in a way that is a blessing. And I don't think this is what happened with Sarah. But like if your girl's willing to be like the side chick for a night for some famous dude, that's not the woman you want to be with the rest of your life. So when it comes to these feelings, like yes, it would be heartbreaking if Sarah totally turned out to be a completely different person than I thought she was, and that happened. But in a way, there's a blessing because now I'm not associated with that person who.
But you know,
was lying.
women become different people based on who they're around.
I don't
Because
believe that.
Somebody like Aubrey can show her a different lifestyle.
I don't
like you
believe
don't
it.
know what type of person you are until you're on a private jet, drunk, flying to some island.
You know your whole life if that kind of stuff interests you. That doesn't.
Here's the thing. She's been offered all these things. This girl's retarded hot. She worked in nightclubs.
Can you stop?
Okay? So it's like, I know that you don't like me talking about you like that, but it's like everything's been offered. Every hockey player has tried. Like everybody's tried. Do you know what I mean? So
Who's
it's
the
like,
hottest guy in the
We're
world?
not going to
to you?
name any names today.
no, we're not going to
Who's
name
the
names.
hottest guy in the world to you? Like that you look at him like he's fine as fuck.
He's on Guy Code.
Oh please, Sarah.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
He's like the white guy on Guy Code.
Gabrus?
No, he's like very like New York.
All right, but second hottest, you could say she's weird taste. Like she'll
Super
think like
weird.
like she thinks Sam Smith is hot. She wants
Oh
to
my
be
God,
gay.
Sam Smith. I hope he listens to this
Don't
podcast.
count. Hugh Jackman.
No, it doesn't do it
Canada's
for me.
own.
Like she thinks Ed
It's
Sheeran
Canada.
is really cute. Do you not?
Yeah, but no. I'm into him because of his artist. Anderson Cooper.
Ed Sheeran looks like Zsa Zsa
loves gay
Binks.
I think
dudes.
Anderson Cooper is.
Anderson
yeah, I don't know
Cooper.
why.
Ed Sheeran looks like Zsa Zsa Binks.
I love your
No.
taste in men, by the way. Matter of fact,
Yeah, 'cause they're all gay.
yeah, but then it makes me question me.
I don't know. I guess what am I? I'm supposed to say like Ryan Gosling or something.
Oh, okay. Now we get
Or
the
like
truth.
Trey
Ryan
Songz.
Gosling offers you a chance to go on his yacht for a week. Takes you all around the Mediterranean. All right. You can suck his cock and nobody.
Watch your
will know.
fucking
Oh,
mouth,
I'm
yo.
sorry. Okay.
You're talking
okay.
to my girl right now. Do I talk to Jessica like that? Do I talk about Jessica sucking on your skin bridge for fucking 3 years before you got that shit clipped?
What did you just call it?
No, I was circumcised by the
skin
time I got
bridge.
He had a
You
skin
can
bridge,
give him
yeah.
fellatio and nobody will know.
Oh, well, that's better when you say it like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm weird though. I don't find someone like attractive physically until I know them. Like I know that sounds weird, but
No, it's not weird.
I'm not.
That
I
makes
can't.
sense.
I can't be
Why
like.
you gotta love Canadian girls.
I can't
Yeah,
think
'cause
Ryan
they're good
Gosling's
people.
so hot if I've never had a conversation with him. I'm like,
I got a good one, man.
I don't know.
I got a fucking good one. I'm very lucky.
Well, marry her. Come in or do something.
Charlemagne.
Trap her, man.
Charlemagne.
You gotta lock it down.
Listen, it's locked down, bro.
Listen, I
It's
came
locked
in mine
down.
before I married her, okay? I
Listen.
got her, shot her club up, got her pregnant.
We know that, Charlemagne.
Okay,
We're
yeah.
aware of that. We're aware that you had a kid, and then it wasn't until you were guilted into marrying her from her diary entries that you read that you actually did it. Yeah, this piece of shit
my
went
God.
17 years, read her diary where she's talking about I don't know if I'm good enough and all this shit, and then asked her to marry her.
Hey, whatever works.
Charlemagne.
God,
my
you
God.
whatever works, you
Whatever-
piece of shit.
God,
Just say you're a piece
God,
of shit.
God put certain things in your life
Yeah.
to make you
He
make
put
the right decision.
your wife in your fucking life for 17
I was gonna
years.
marry her regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it was just
When?
like I don't know. And that's the thing. That's the thing about men. You
ain't
never
shit.
know.
To some people, it doesn't
Ain't
matter.
shit.
Men never know. It's like do it.
One day it just
And
happens.
seriously, it's like
That's
one-
because you guys
it's
are
just like-
reckless and irrational.
I mean,
in general.
I
I'll be
agree.
honest with you.
When it
I
comes
don't
to that-
put.
I never think about it. I never think like, oh, I'm not married. Oh, will I be married in 5 years? Oh, I don't.
Because you're 25.
The only
I also just no. I don't. No, when I was young, I was like, when I'm 25, I'm going to be married and I have 3 kids, and you know what I mean. I thought like everything would be, but
The only time
don't
it's an
care.
issue is when we go like to like a wedding or like any time, and it's like that's people really have nothing else to say, so they just bring it up. It's
Yeah.
just literally because they don't have interesting shit to say. They go, "Well, when are you guys gonna get married?" It's like if they
Yeah.
were interested in our lives or cared about anything else, they would ask that question.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick question to ask somebody when you think about it,
Yeah,
right? It's like, well, why
especially
aren't
if you have
married?
no.
Yeah, because if we're not married, what are we supposed to say? Well, we don't love each other enough yet.
Right.
Yo, I'm telling
But it has,
you.
Asshole
yeah, it has
question to
nothing to
ask.
do with.
Shit, and I'm gonna tell you when it gets. I told y'all this before. When you start when you have a child,
Yeah.
and when your child says like,
That's
"Why don't y'all have
yeah.
the same last name?"
Yeah,
You have no explanation.
you felt guilty.
Absolutely.
So you married
but
your
it's
wife.
so-
Hold on a
it's
second. Hold on a second.
2014,
You married
15.
your wife for you.
No, I didn't.
You
us.
married your wife for your own guilt.
I married her for us. And
Piece of
and what's
shit.
the
I
saying?
married her for
What's
us.
the saying? You want to make an honest woman out of her?
Yeah.
Make an honest woman out of her. Yeah.
That's
Lock
what's
it
up.
down.
That's
Give
what's up.
her my last name.
Hey, that's gonna happen. All right, baby. I love you very much. Get out of here so we
Okay.
can get Rob in here.
Okay.
But I love you, and
Thanks for
thank you so
having
much
me.
for coming on.
Brilliant idiots.
And everybody that's listening and all that stuff, and you know, I mean, respect my lady, yo, because I have
Yeah.
goons in all
And if
cities.
she does get back at you, just send me the screenshot. You know what I'm saying? So I can give you a good
Stupid.
laugh.
Listen,
You know?
matter of fact, send
Never
me
gonna
that shit.
happen.
Send me that shit first. Yeah.
let
Send
him
me that
try.
shit first. Bye, baby. I love you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right,
Thanks,
let's do
boys.
this. Let's pay these bills.
Talking about Valentine's Day and flowers.
That's right. You got one job, baby. One job on Valentine's Day. And that's to make your woman motherfucking happy. All right? And nothing makes your woman happy like flowers. Even though flowers do die. Let's be clear on that. But they look good. It makes the presentation look great, okay? Pro Flowers makes it easy to take care of flowers with the click of a mouse. And let me tell y'all something. You heard how Sara just said, Schultz doesn't have to do anything. Bullshit. When women say they don't need something, that means they need something. So when she tells you that she doesn't need flowers, that means you better get her some motherfucking flowers.
All that means is I don't want you to do it because I told you.
Yes.
I want you to do it out of the kindness of your own heart.
There you go.
So when they say don't get me anything, absolutely complete bullshit, like you said.
And I am definitely ordering 2 dozen assorted roses, chocolates, a free glass vase, all for $29.99 from Pro Flowers. Or you can really impress her and upgrade to 2 dozen long stem assorted roses, chocolates, plus an upgraded cherry vase for just $9.99 more. Come on, man. Go to ProFlowers.com. Use our code IDIOTS. Yo, I feel almost ashamed that we're just putting this out on Thursday. I know we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks, but people like to wait to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Pro Flowers is quick, easy, and delivery on Valentine's Day is guaranteed. Do this now. Do this now,
Go
please.
right now. Stop
I
playing around.
tweeted this out yesterday because this is very important. I want y'all to win on Valentine's Day. You can't beat the price and convenience. Roses will be selling out everywhere. Take advantage of this deal while you can, man. All you got to do is go to proflowers.com, click on the blue microphone in the top right corner, type in idiots, all right? That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You can say you heard about, yeah, because that's what I want to tell people. A lot of people were saying they was going to the site and the code wasn't working. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is what you have to do. Go to the blue mic. It also says heard about you on TV and radio and enter your code there. If you do that, it'll work. Okay? Listen to what I say. Go to the blue mic. It'll say heard about you on TV and radio. Enter your code there. If you do that, it'll work. Okay? That's proflowers.com. Click on the microphone and type in our code, idiots. Order some motherfucking flowers today, dog. And the beauty about Pro Flowers also is Saturday is also Valentine's Day, but it's also National Side Chick Awareness Day. That's when a lot of girls are made aware that they're the side chick. With this deal from Pro Flowers,
so true.
You got enough money to send your side chick something too.
And you know what? It's something nice about that Saturday because now you don't have to wait till Christmas to find out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A lot of girls have to wait till Christmas. They got plans for the holidays, and then they're just alone with the fucking pumpkin pie. You get to find out in February, and then get yourself a man in the summer months when your body's looking good.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, right now, we got a buddy of mine who's in here who's actually an integral part in me meeting my girlfriend because I was on quote-unquote tour with my boy Rob Mayu. He's also the co-writer on This American Hype, our new YouTube series, which everybody should go check out. This American
so you don't
Hype.
write your own jokes?
No, we write the jokes.
Oh,
I write the jokes.
Yeah.
He hip-hop.
We write
about
the
that.
fucking jokes.
Ari Spears.
Yeah.
All right. He was on Sway. Salute to my dog Sway.
Yeah.
And he basically showed people the magic trick. You know what I'm saying? He said that Kevin Hart has a whole bunch of writers, so he can't be considered the greatest, and you can't brag about having a new stand-up special every year if you got a whole bunch of writers. I personally don't see anything wrong with that. What do y'all think?
I think that a lot of people really are uninformed in terms of like what the art of stand-up is. Mm-hmm. You know, and stand-up, we literally look at it the same way as you guys look at hip-hop. Mm-hmm. If you're not writing it, then it's not really you, and I can't consider you the best.
But every comedian that I know of, even the great ones, had writers.
But they don't have writers in the sense that, like a ghostwriter. For example, like when Keenan Ivory Wayans was listed as a writer on Eddie Murphy's Delirious or Raw, whichever one it was. Okay. I was speaking to Eddie Murphy's manager, who owns the comic strip, which I perform out here in the city, and he said when Eddie just put him on there. Like Keenan gave him one tag for a joke or something like that. Like he gave him some little shit that was inconsequential, and he just threw Keenan's name on there as like some kind of like producing credit or writing credit. Same thing for Rock. I don't think Rock is having somebody write out a whole verse like in music.
I don't think so either.
But they might go, for example, somebody gave me this tag, somebody helped me work out this joke, which is what we do as comedians. Like, I'll hit him up with a premise, right? I'll say,
exactly,
this is the premise of the show, and he might give me a line. Or all the time, you'll be on stage, and you'll do a new joke, and I'll be like, yo, you know what? Do it like this, flip it like this. It's still his joke. That's still his creation. He gets credit for that. So if we want to run out and give credits on, I could give 10 people credits on my first special because they've given me a fucking line.
Yeah, it's like Tom Petty and Sam Smith just had it was settled out of court or whatever. But Tom Petty said, he's like, it has nothing to do. I didn't even pursue this. Yeah. It just kind of sounds like what I did.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna, it says that Tom Petty's a writer, but Tom Petty doesn't give a shit. That wasn't Sam Smith didn't make that because of Tom Petty. Yeah.
Now,
so
Kevin Hart, allegedly has these people that are writing out all the bits.
I don't believe that.
Let's just say he does.
Stuff is too personal.
Let's just say he does.
Okay.
And the comedians he has around him.
And the comedians that has around them maybe aren't.
Exactly. No disrespect to Spink, Naeem. They're not the funniest.
Yeah.
No, all right.
I mean, they got to keep some of that shit if they're writing it for Kevin. You know what I mean? Like, that's great if you're hooking up Kevin, but
I'm just
keep a little something for yourself.
Those are my dogs. I'm just but no.
I'm in Canada. I don't. Nothing hurts me.
Exactly. So the point is, I think it was brought up on Sway, and I think Ari's brought up, an interesting point. But here's the thing, Ari's, you're not complaining because you care about stand-up comedy. You're complaining because you're upset at your career.
It's hate.
All I have to say, also, I saw the video. You should watch the video of it. Ari's, all the skin discoloration you lost went to Ari's face. Like, literally, Ari's looks like that sloth meme that we keep seeing where the sloth is going to rape you.
He gained a lot of weight, too, though, right?
And he gained discoloration in his face. And he's just angry he's not where he is in his career. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. You're upset that Kevin's getting all this shit.
I watched it.
You're upset.
I watched it because I watch a lot of Sway interviews anyway, and I think Ari's funny. So I was watching it, and it just really sounded like hate. Like, it didn't sound like anything else but hate.
Isn't it weird for a guy who does impressions to criticize somebody for using somebody else's shit too?
That's the other thing.
Like, your whole career is
true.
impressions.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing. 2 points that he made that are really great right there. One is you can't you're doing an impression of somebody else, so your whole act is somebody else, right? And second of all, and I don't think people know this outside of the comedy community, but like impressions of people are looked at very low on the comedy totem pole.
Yeah.
Like, if your whole act is, here's an impression of Prince, here's an impression of Denzel Washington, here's an impression of Chris Rock, here's an impression of fucking Jay-Z or whatever like that, like, we look at that as comedians, we're like, all right.
And not only that, Aries was on Bad TV. You weren't writing them motherfucking sketches, dog.
But
I
that's
guess stand-up
different.
is different.
Stand-up is supposed to be just you, and you're the only one doing it. Now, there's literally no way in hell that you could have Kevin's schedule and put out stand-up comedy at that rate. It's just impossible.
Listen, but I don't think there's anything wrong with telling somebody, look, I got this idea for this and that, and somebody giving you some ideas that inspires you to create.
But that's not what he's alleging. Because I'm with you on that. I love taking a premise. Like, right now, we're working on this premise about Bruce Jenner. And I hit him up and I go, okay, here's the idea. Bruce Jenner, and you'll see this on This American Hype, but the idea is this. Bruce Jenner changed himself into a woman to avoid the curse of the Kardashians. Every man that's been with a Kardashian has fucking perished.
Yeah, and every Kardashian Jenner woman is super successful. So why wouldn't you want to be her?
So he's trying to avoid the impending doom and get success of being a woman, right? So that's the premise. And now we just go back and forth on what it is. Do you know
Bruce Gender Bender Jenner.
Boom.
I think that whole scenario is whack though, because no rapper's gonna fuck him. And you can't be a Kardashian Jenner girl if you're not getting fucked by a rapper.
Or a ball player.
Yeah, he might get a football player.
Yeah, you can get a football player.
You know what? That's true. I told him he should go to the NFL Hall of Fame ceremony.
And get an old football
get Charles
player.
Haley or one of
Get
them
an old ass football player.
Exactly.
Get a Refrigerator Perry.
Exactly. No, Icky Woods.
The guy from the commercial.
Yeah, Icky's back. Icky's back with the
that little shuffle.
Icky might give Bruce Jenner some dick.
Oh, absolutely.
Icky might
and
give him
that
dick.
new pussy he's going to have carved out, you want to be the first one in that.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna do all that?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
He's got the money.
He's got the money. That's right.
Why go halfway?
He could afford the best pussy.
Yeah.
like I'm talking about the most perfect. Like, Bruce Jenner's pussy might be better than some of you thoughts here for All-Star Weekend.
He's an Olympic gold medalist. He has to have Olympic gold medal pussy.
Yo, exactly.
You need that grade A, top notch, front of the Wheaties box pussy.
Great question. How old is he? 60
something.
60-something years old.
Too old to be being a bad bitch.
But here's the thing. How many 60-something-year-olds got a brand new pussy?
Yeah.
I'm 60-something, but this pussy is a day old.
It's a newborn, this pussy.
You want some of this new pussy?
He's an Olympic athlete. That's what makes Canada great, by the way, is that if it was in Canada, the government would be paying for our Olympic athletes to get new pussies. Like, we would handle this themselves.
You don't have to pay for it in Canada?
We can get sex change covers in Canada. Yeah.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
Oh, does Obamacare cover that shit?
Absolutely not. I'm sure it doesn't.
You gotta get the premium
Obamacare
shit.
don't even cover.
You gotta get platinum.
You gotta get
Platinum comes with a pussy. If you get the platinum level Obamacare, you get a pussy.
Listen,
with
some
that
health,
shit.
like my health insurance doesn't cover my dermatologist, and it doesn't cover my dentist. It covers my dentist, but not good.
You need to recommend your dermatologist to Ari Spears immediately.
Yeah, Ari's. No, I don't know Ari's, but that was hate, dog. I mean, I didn't see nothing but pure hate. And listen, my thing is this: I love comedians who have a new set every year. I think it's lazy not to have a new set every year.
Let me tell you, and this is from someone doing comedy for a long time. It literally is, I would argue, close to impossible to put out quality stand-up on a yearly basis.
This is my thing, right? Think about this like this. Right?
Do you hear what I'm saying right there?
I'm with you, but you got guys like Jon Stewart who can come on TV every night and deliver. It's too much content
Staff
going on
of
in the world.
15 writers.
Yeah.
You want to know what Jon Stewart's? This is it, right? Our show we write on the YouTube show pretty much takes a day for us to write, and it's like 6 minutes, and that's a day of us going through. Okay, here's the premise. All right, here's this joke. Here's this back and forth.
Y'all might be thinking too hard.
Jon Stewart has a staff of probably 15 writers. Each writer is responsible for 1 minute of the opening monologue. So, for example, and when he starts off,
Jon Stewart writes his own shit though.
no, not even close.
Who told us that? Remember?
No.
Well, when
you
he
know who told me that? Fucking Rich Cousin, who used to be
Rich is
the
wrong.
executive producer.
Rich is wrong.
Rich said John. He said Rich will hire. He said John will hire all of these writers.
I know his
I know,
writers.
listen, but they said he'll hire all of these writers. They'll write shit, and he'll change 90% of it.
No, he's
I swear to
exaggerating.
God, that's what
He's
he said.
exaggerating.
I mean,
that.
but to change a joke is way easier than it is to write a joke.
Yeah, like,
the
change-
premise is the hardest part of any joke.
Yeah. Changing a joke is easy. Changing a joke is me saying, apples. And you know it'd be funnier if you say pineapples. That's changing a joke, and that's what John might do. But the premise, the idea behind it is going to be...
See, the thing with John, and these are the kind of comedians I like.
And I don't hate on him for that because it's a TV show. It takes 15 people to write a daily
that's how it
TV
should
show.
work.
That's how it should work.
the
Absolutely.
kind of comedians I like are observational people. Like when he was talking about Bruce, what's his guy name? The guy we just talking about.
Bruce Jenner.
No, the Williams guy. Brian Williams.
Brian Williams, yeah.
And he was saying, finally, somebody who told the truth about the lies in Iraq or something to that nature. It was something so simple. It was just a simple observation that made you be like, oh, okay. And then he just went on about that for 5 minutes. And I look at comedians on Twitter. I can look at a Duval. I can look at a Schultz. I'm like, the shit y'all talk about on Twitter, why couldn't you just take that to the stage? Because
It's
it
a
works
different
anywhere else.
expectation of funny. It's like funny on Twitter, funny, I'll be honest, funny on a podcast, funny on the radio is different because the downtime doesn't count against you. Do you mean we could talk for 5 minutes without a laugh and everybody's totally okay with that? Try talking on stage for 5 minutes without a laugh.
But I think when you get to a certain level of comedian, they allow you that luxury. Chappelle goes on stage and just talks
and gets laughs
for hours.
every 15 seconds for hours.
But he's funny.
But I'm saying is
I think y'all could do the same thing. I think it's kind of you doubting yourself.
No, it's not about doubting yourself. It's about just understanding what it is. You know, it's like when you play basketball. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could dunk a basketball without dribbling it. Do you know what I mean? But in a game, you need to dribble a basketball to dunk it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just a little bit different. The expectations are higher when you're doing stand-up. Even improv, like improv is just a bunch of people just joking around on stage, right? But there's someone else to talk when you don't have anything to say or you can't think of anything. When you're on stage by yourself, you have to entertain every second that you're on that stage.
And half of what people like about improv is just this idea that like, oh, they
It's
just
just
thought of it.
happening
Oh my
now.
goodness,
Yeah.
I can't believe they just came
That's
out of
the magic
nowhere.
trick, though. That's what people used to love about Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
That's what they love about Mike Epps. They think these guys are just on stage
But they got bits.
fucking around.
Yeah, it's a apparent spontaneity. That's what it's all about. You got to. That's the trick of stand-up comedy is making it look like we just thought about this thing on stage. But it's like and like last night I was doing a Times Square club and there's people from all over. No one's from America. Everyone's from some other country. And it's like I've been enough places now that I have something. A little something for everybody.
Oh, you're from Sweden? Boom. Here's
Exactly.
the joke.
You know what I
Everybody
mean?
thinks that you just did it on the fly.
Yeah.
No, I have had the Sweden bit for fucking 3 years.
Yeah.
I just hate going to see comedy shows and people are still making Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky dick suck jokes.
Wow, I mean, I don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Even
know.
Chris Brown, Rihanna jokes. It's like, dog, there's too much other new shit going on in the world.
Yeah, it's but I'll tell you, you put out material quickly, and this is something that is, part of your job. You got to do every single day. You got to have new material, but the expectation for humor for your material is way lower than for stand-up comedy. Now, I've always said I think you'd make a great stand-up.
Never.
I know you wouldn't do it, but I think that you think like a stand-up, and just in terms of like jokes and whatever, we can get into it. But the point being is like, putting out material, like it literally takes months, like for a joke, to get to the point where like, oh, this is done. Like months, bro. Every night you go up, months. Like that's insane.
How hard is it for you to be a writer knowing that you're funnier than the person you're probably writing for?
It is weird for me to see.
He's never had to experience that, so he doesn't know what that's like just yet.
It is weird for me to see like a joke that, and we do change things and everything's bounced around and I guess it's written 50-50, but when I have a line where I know that's my line, it is weird to see Schultz throw a yo in front of it, or you know what I mean. It is hard. I think the first episode I had a way harder time with it, watching it and being like, oh, than I did in the second one, where it's like, okay, you get used to it after a bit. But you just like, Scholes sells things in a way that I can't. You know what I mean? Scholes has a quality that I don't have, and I have a quality that Scholes doesn't have.
I admire you doing it. I would never be able to do it. I hate writing for other people.
Yeah,
I love giving you tags, and I love like helping with a joke and that just creative process. But like I admire that you like the content getting out there.
But that's always what I've admired about stand-up. I admire the line. You know what I mean? The thought, the brilliant thought. I mean, that's why I think like I'm maybe a bigger fan of stand-up than you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I love all stand-up. I mean, I hate most stand-up, but like the stand-up I love, I absolutely love, and like kind of cherish those thoughts. Like Patrice, like I mean, I'll go back and watch Patrice still all the time because I cherish those little thoughts. So like I'm still able to like live through those little thoughts that I had through Scholl saying them.
Yeah,
and it's gotta suck too because like you're like the ghostwriter, you're behind the scenes.
But it's not ghost; it's credited.
And all the pussy you should be getting.
Yeah, but you understand, this is the Canadian in me where I'm just fucking happy to be in the game. Like right now, I'm still making my way here. So right now, this is the best thing for me right now. I mean, I need this right now to do a thing. If this gets picked up, it's the best thing I have.
So here's the thing, and let's clarify. This is different from stand-up in that, like, this is a collaborative effort where we, similar to writing a sitcom, where you sit down and you write out, lines for people, etc. Right? So when it comes to this show, we think of this show in the same way we think about, or someone would think about The Daily Show or John Oliver's. It's basically John Oliver. You there, Charlamagne? It's basically John Oliver's like The Weekly Show, but for people who like sneakers. Put it that way. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that's how we're thinking about it. I'm thinking about creating a television show, and when you create a television show, it takes different people. It takes people to write. It takes people to. Chris is just standing right in the fucking
ass in my face. I'm like, damn, you trying to be Brian Williams' daughter? You want to get your ass?
So it's like when I'm putting together, I'm treating this like a TV show. So when I'm putting together a team for a TV show, I want people who are great at writing. I want people who are great at editing, people who could film. Greg obviously films it and edits it. And there's a whole beast there. So it's like that's what we're trying to put together. Stand up is for ourselves. Stand up, we take these thoughts, we put it out there. For these things, when we're writing a piece about Bruce Jenner, writing a piece about fucking Ferguson, or writing a piece about the Redskins, we're thinking about the best ideas that we all have as a group and putting them out there. And I'm going to be a voice for that, like Jon Stewart is a voice for it, or John Oliver is a voice for it. Yeah. And like a lead singer of a band, I might get more credit for it. I obviously will, but it might be the fucking bassist who thought of that sick ass line that everybody sings from a Guns N' Roses
song.
But
the bassist ain't getting his dick sucked at the end of the night by the baddest bitch in the club, though.
But he gets the second baddest.
Oh, and I still go on stage and I'm still the lead singer of my own band on my own, my off time. Like when we're not doing a show, I'm still lead singing my own band.
And as this builds,
some lead singer
as this builds, it creates more opportunities. Like for example, like to do segments where he has a piece that he's doing something, and all of a sudden he's a correspondent, just like people on Jon Stewart show are correspondents, and they get their own pussy on the road, etc. That kind of stuff. So,
and the big thing for me is I don't have eyes on me for things that are topical. Like that's the biggest. I love writing topical. I consider myself a social commentary comedian, right? But I don't have eyes on me like you do. So I can have this great thought that's very time sensitive. If I wanted to write this bit on Bruce Jenner, by the time I get this bit in front of anybody, it's done. It's completely worthless. So this is an opportunity because you get eyes on it to write the bit that is very time sensitive and get it in front of people before it means nothing.
I mean, I'll be honest, stand-up sucks. I love it. I do it because I love it. But in terms of like getting a bit in front of people,
it's terrible.
Yeah. I perform on the road. There'll be a few hundred people per show. Mm-hmm. I could put out this video, right, of this fucking Bruce Jenner thing that just came to my fucking mind, you know what I mean? And then we fucking hacked it a nice little bit, and then thousands of people know in a day.
Yeah.
So, and that's something I learned from Brilliant Idiots, really, is like, I want to access this. Bits that maybe I wouldn't put on stage, but I still want to have a point of view about, and maybe aren't fully fleshed out on the show.
You got to have different POVs from everywhere, man. Stand up is one POV, Brilliant Idiots is another POV. That's how I feel about radio.
I see you do Vlad when you're talking these things.
I do radio, I do MTV. You got to have different POVs coming from all different angles, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Now listen, I hate to say this. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Sarah
ate up all your goddamn time.
We got to do one Ask an Idiot. One Ask an Idiot, because we promised that they would do Ask an Idiot.
All right.
Okay.
One, because we over 2 hours right now, and Empire comes on tonight. I got to get the fuck home to watch Empire.
Okay.
AKA Nigga NATO.
I got to get back on a bus to Canada.
And we're NATO. Okay. All right. What do you think? You want to talk about Black or the Berry, or do you want to talk about Today's the anniversary of Buster Douglas knocking out Mike
I
Tyson.
don't give a shit about that. Go to Black or the Berry.
All right, reactions to Black or the Berry and its message. This is from @Mezariah.
At Mezariah, I think Black or the Berry is a stupid dope record. I think Kendrick got busy. He's been saying the same in his third verse. He said the same exact thing that we've been saying here on the Brilliant Idiots for a long time, which is basically you got people who will cry over Trayvon and cry over the injustices that happen to us when police do things to us, but then black people kill each other. It's gang violence, it's black on black crime, and at the end he just ended by simply saying, hypocrite. Face it, that's what we are. Okay? That's what we are at the end of the fucking day. I've been saying it for the longest. Listen, we have to have the same fury and same anger as we have to have the same fury and anger that we do when police kill us. We have to have the same energy when we kill each other. You're right. Simple as that.
I think
that's all Kendrick was trying to get across.
Yeah, I listened to it and I didn't even know what was going on. So
you didn't hear all that?
I listened to it and I was like, I didn't understand who he was talking about. He's like, you hate me when I'm 16. Was he talking about white people? Was he talking about cops?
Yeah, in that perspective, he was talking about white people, I believe.
So I didn't like that.
Or just prejudiced people. I don't know if he was white people or he was just talking about people that are prejudiced against black people. That stereotype.
And I think that it was white people. And he's going, you hate me. I think that's what he's talking about. And I think it's kind of corny.
Not really. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it.
I agree with you because I don't believe, but I just want to know. I want him to clarify the whole "you" comment. I like that he kind of stood by what he said at the end, which is,
what's so crazy about this song?
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar basically said this same exact shit in an article,
and then Azalea ripped him open. Yeah.
People ripped him apart, puts it in a song form,
and now everybody loves
for you niggas to digest.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You hear the message. Hey. Oh, I understand what he's saying, and it's this and that, and it's okay,
that's why comedy's great. You make the shit digestible.
Dude, you make shit digestible.
That's our form. If I can make you laugh at some shit, then I can get this point across that's kind of dope, and then you fuck with it.
So basically what you're saying is we should start rapping the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and maybe they'll understand these
We just
messages.
need a beat behind this shit. Just put a Migos beat in a Greg. Oh. Greg, you and Wax need to create a dope-ass beat behind the things that we say, and it will just be like, man rape, funny, man rape, funny.
When I say
rape,
white, you
funny.
say privilege.
White.
Privilege.
White.
Privilege. When
man
I say
rape.
white, you say
rape.
privilege.
White.
Privilege. White. Privilege. Man, fuck
man
that
rape.
shit.
Man
fuck that
rape.
shit.
Take
fuck
a dude's
shit.
ass, make a chocolate mold. Take a dude's ass, make a chocolate mold. Valentine's Day, yo, dick in that ass against his will.
Oh,
yo,
see, they got it. Now you know the message that they just got.
Do you get it now?
White privilege, fuck that shit. Man rape is funny.
It's funny. Chocolate asshole molds.
Boom.
Thank you. Yo, Rob, thank you so much for coming out, man.
Rob, thank you, bro. Listen, as always, if you listen to this podcast and you think we're intelligent, you think we're smart, and you learn something, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and think we're a bunch of fucking idiots who don't know shit, you're right too.
That's true.
Because this is the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Have a good day.